Good morning. There's whispering going on over there and chuckling.
And Billy laughing.
Well, let's make other people laugh.
All right, we'll give that a whirl.
Let's give that a whirl today.
Yeah, we're trying to respect your big intro for the show.
Oh, yeah, this is just tremendous. Everyone just looking forward to this every morning.
Good morning.
I'm blinded by the new light bulbs they got in here. I can't see it. There's spots now.
It's always something a little different that they try to... I don't know what it is. Bill Burr in studio with us, sitting in for James Norton. And he actually brought up, as he usually does, some type of conspiracy that it's the higher-ups, management, who just likes to screw around with us.
Yeah.
So they'll come in and put different watt bulbs in sometimes just to keep us a little off kilter. And I got to agree with him on this one.
I got to tell you, when you do morning radio, everything has to be perfect.
It's got to be exactly the same.
Everything has to be the same every day.
It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be the same.
Right.
Like if something's been broken, don't fix it.
Dude,
you've dealt with it broken for long enough. And if something works, keep it working.
In my personal life, I live in turmoil. Things are different every day. I don't care.
Yeah.
Some days my couch is all of a sudden over there. It was over on the other side of the room.
What's going on at your house?
I don't care. But in here, everything has to be the same, or we're just thrown off.
Yeah, we get thrown.
And we almost can't do the radio show.
It was the higher-ups. Chapter 1 of torture is the bright light.
The bright light?
Right after abduction. Right after getting your subject.
Light.
Yeah, bright lights.
Well, that is number 2. Yeah, I got to get the guy, then the bright light. If you do the bright light first, it's stupid without somebody sitting there.
Yeah, and that would indicate after you're getting abducted, if you're still questioning, is this a surprise party and they're just going hardcore?
Yeah.
The second you see the bright light, you're like, oh no, I am in fact being tortured.
Yeah, the hurt is coming soon.
We had a discussion about light bulbs for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, because we sat down, and the first thing did was just make noises. We just started going,
something's different.
And then the light bulbs right over our head were like spots. They were like spotlights.
I think I got skin cancer on my forehead.
Just got a little
Something's
tan.
going on, man.
And then we had to have the guy that changes the light bulbs come in.
Yeah.
And he assured us that it was a dimmer watt bulb. It went from 100 watt to a 90 watt bulb. But then later he came in to correct himself, saying, no, it was a 40 watt.
Right.
And I brought it up to 90, which then we made the noises again.
Well, because there was a whole problem, because I'm like, all right, just lower the dim. Just looking at the thing, I'm blind again. So they're lowering the light bulb that's above my head, and then all the other lights in the studio are too low now.
Yeah.
So there's no balance. So we're all thrown off.
So E-Rock had to stand by the dimmer and slowly move it until Opie said, okay, good. That's going to be in a book someday and look so bad.
Yeah.
And then this prima donna made me stand by a dimmer switch.
Yeah. You guys are going to get booked for the next VH1 Divas.
Yeah.
Well,
a light bulb. Most people wouldn't even think about it. But these two prima donnas couldn't do their show unless the light was exactly right. And then just a silhouette of E-Rock, big fat guy behind a curtain with a shadow behind it. I had to actually change. I had to change the dimmer switch.
We notice he drinks fluids when he's nervous. Bill.
I had to change it.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. So E-Rock fixes the light bulbs perfectly.
You look great, E-Rock. I'm kidding. He is losing weight.
And then Club Soda Kenny decided that E-Rock didn't do a good enough job. So then Kenny went to the dimmer switch, so now everything's messed up again.
Yeah, of course.
That's the update on the light bulbs.
Of course.
E-Rock, you did it perfect, but Kenny figured, I better fiddle. I better fiddle with it a while.
Kenny will do things just because he feels he has to. And that's a perfect example. Hey, GH isn't happy with the lighting. Yeah. And then everything was fine, like you said. E-Rock fixed it. But then Kenny's got to refix it.
Yeah.
Just because GH isn't happy and I know what he wants.
No, he doesn't.
And then he fixed it. He does it. The other day, one of the interns, when they go out for their breakfast run, came back with a smaller bottle of club soda for me. Instead of this big industrial strength size, right. Which is fine. I haven't been drinking as much club soda lately. So the smaller bottle was fine, and I told the intern in front of Kenny, I said, no, that's fine. Don't even worry about it. And the intern was like, really? And I said, no, really, don't worry about it. Well, a few minutes later, the intern comes back with another smaller bottle to make up for the one small. I was like, what is this? And it was Kenny.
Of course it was
Kenny. Go get Anthony another bottle.
He's a perfectionist.
But I said it was okay.
Yeah, but it's not okay in his mind.
I know.
Because he has OCD, so in his mind, something's not right.
So it has nothing to do with if we're happy or not.
No. If you have the same volume of club soda every day, no matter how many different bottles it's in,
yeah,
everything's right with his world.
Everything's
not yours.
Fine. I can sleep tonight.
You know, ratings are coming in. Speaking of Kenny, we got 2 more things about Kenny. Ratings are coming in. We got to say good morning to New York. We had our best month yet since coming back to regular radio. So
yep.
Thank you to New York.
Thank you
very much.
Not only New York.
Well, then ratings come in for Chicago yesterday,
mm-hmm.
and for the 5th month in a row, we're up.
Yep.
It's a really slow build. We want to say good morning to everyone listening to us on WCKG in Chicago. They're starting to get the show in Chicago to the point where everyone's going to take notice. No. But month after month after month, it's just tweaking
it's a steady little climb.
Right. So I wrote a little email to the gang saying, hey, we had a pretty good trend in Chicago as well.
Just informing the crew, getting a little congratulatory.
Right.
Hey, nice job, well done.
Throwing it out there.
But this is
job well done.
This is where Kenny comes into play. So he picks me up this morning, and I figured, I'm trying to bring more people into the loop. So I'm like, Kenny, we had a nice trend in Chicago. He goes, Anthony said you had a 0.0.
I sent out an email after I got Opie's, because I saw the ratings,
right.
And Opie sent out his email letting everybody know. And since certain other radio personalities,
you can say Howard Stern said we had a 0.0 in Chicago.
Yeah.
But at this point, I think most people realize he just lies through his teeth about everything.
Decided that we was going to tell people, goof on us and say that we had 0.0 in Chicago. That I wrote an email to everybody. I heard we got a 0.0 in Chicago. So I sent that out to everybody, and Kenny must have taken it to heart. And he's like, but Anthony said.
But I told you, Kenny. He's like, no, Anthony said you had a 0.0.
0.0. You better check that.
Are you okay, GH, with a 0.0?
It's doom and gloom, Kenny. Yesterday.
Thank you, yes.
Oh, my God.
I didn't even hear this because I guess I was in the bathroom.
You're in the bathroom. Me and Jimmy Norton were talking about his workout, and now he's using the exercise bike. And I was just saying how great that is, getting your heart rate up and working on your leg muscles. Yeah, Jimmy Norton. And
it's one of the greatest visuals I've ever thought.
Oh, I know. Just picture him on a bike.
Yeah.
Just getting all that anger out. That little body of his just pedaling to nowhere.
His mushy back getting all sweaty.
I picture Jim Norton being miserable doing things that are supposed to be pleasurable.
Just son of a bitch, like he's pedaling real fast. God, stupid. Look at me. I'm still just a mess.
He has the physique of a snowman.
He's just talking about, and he's, something, the guy's putting a lot of effort into bettering himself physically. He's working a heavy bag and stuff. He's lost a lot of weight. I saw pictures of when we first went back on satellite radio, and we were in Philly, I guess. Just pictures from Philly. Remember when we went there and had a little party? And pictures of Jimmy, and he was fat. He was fat. There's a picture of his chin from the side where it's just a big bubble, like when those frogs go. That's what it looked like. So he's doing a great job, and he's talking about the exercise bike. And me and him are just kind of talking about it, and Kenny's standing there, and Kenny's just trying to think of something horrid to say. Like, that's Kenny's job.
Yeah, because talking about an exercise bike is just like light.
It's just light conversation.
It's light chatter.
It's good. Like I'm saying, wow, Jimmy, that's good. It's a good thing. But Mr. Doom and Gloom, Kenny, has to go, the exercise bike does damage the prostate.
It's like, what? You can damage your prostate riding those things.
Use it without a seat, perhaps. But, the guy's not on it 24 hours a day.
You're training for the Tour de France.
Right.
Yeah, you might...
Then perhaps you want to take some padding precautions or something. But Kenny's like, in the middle of this light conversation we're having about exercise, the prostate could be damaged. I think more damage would be done if he doesn't use the bike.
Yeah.
And doesn't work out.
The recycled air in a gym can give you cancer.
Huh? You could get tuberculosis if someone's in there with TB. Do you disinfect the equipment?
Just picturing the two of you in the gym. For some reason, you're dressed like John McEnroe, like 1980.
My headband.
Yeah, a little white tennis. She just played highlight, or one of those sports that they thought was going to take off in the late 70s. That's the latest fad. Highlight.
This sport's really taking off, is it?
Wasn't it big in Connecticut?
Connecticut, the only state that actually entertained
They have
highlight.
an I-95 league, I think.
It was horrible.
Yeah. Hey, really fast, because we're kind of just warming up here. Bill Burr in. Did anyone notice the white stuff on my face? Was anyone going to point it out to me?
Uh-oh.
No,
I know we're a bunch of guys trying to do a radio show. We don't really look at each other that closely, which
I
is
am the
good.
worst. I don't look at
We
anybody.
couldn't see you under that 180 fucking...
Damn it. There it is,
Damn it.
folks.
Damn it.
Bill Burr drops the first F-bomb of the day.
I'm in the office having like a serious conversation with Anthony. We're having a little thing, and then we're talking as a staff, getting the radio show together. I took care of the problem before you walked in, so Bill's safe.
Okay.
I go in the bathroom because I got to do some stuff. I look in the mirror. My face is as white as this sheet of paper. You didn't notice?
Kabuki makeup on.
I think
Kabuki joke.
I think I took. I think this morning I'm trying to like lotion up because Bill knows we got the fair skin. I'm trying to protect from the skin cancer.
Yeah.
Right? So
Hey,
now,
don't drag me into this nightmare. What'd you put on?
no, I don't know yet. I got to go home and find out.
Would you know the light bulbs are going to be changing? You put on sunblock?
Right.
Jesus.
So just putting on a little sunscreen, just like face lotion, whatever. I went to a skin doctor recently, so I'm doing a little prevention, right?
Yeah.
So I thought that's what I was putting on this morning, but I put on something that the girlfriend has in the bathroom.
Nair.
I don't know. But
your eyebrows fall out, your eyelashes.
But I go into the bathroom, I look in the mirror, it's like white, like that makeup you were saying.
Kabuki.
Yeah. And it was stinging. I'm like, what the hell did I put on my face instead of the lotion I thought I was putting on?
And you still don't know?
No, and then
That's not good.
And then I look at my hair and I'm like, what did I wash my hair with today? I don't know what's going on.
Your hair's looking a little greasy.
I know.
Did you wash your hair with the lotion and then put shampoo on your face?
I had a rough morning.
I
don't know what
conditioner
happened.
on his face.
He put antiperspirant on his face.
See, I got the type of hair I can't condition all the time because it looks like, greasy and maybe a little
Brushed his teeth with tough actin tenactin.
Right. Makes it look a little thin if you use too much conditioner. I think I might have grabbed the conditioner bottle instead of the shampoo bottle. I don't know what the hell was going on. But I walked out the house with a bright white face because I thought I had lotion on, and I got something that the girlfriend uses on my face. So then I was scrubbing it out in the bathroom, and my eyes are stinging, and the
Vagisil? Did you put any Vagisil on your face?
Was it minty? You had him like that.
I think it's hemorrhoid cream.
That
I think it's hemorrhoid cream. My face is feeling very tight.
Feeling a little tight?
And then I'm trying to wash it off. Ecstasy of Gold Star. I'm like, I'm a mess. I should just go home today.
You smell like apricots. I was going to bring that up.
And I'm like, what is wrong with my hair? So now I want to know what I put in my hair.
It is a little greasy. It's like staying put when you move it with your hands. It just stays wherever you put it.
It's like, what happened?
See, but unless you point it out, I don't even notice.
I know.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking. It looks like one of the Everly brothers.
So it's one of those mornings, I guess. Man.
I've done that. That's why I got to do everything the night before, so I still have some kind of faculties. Because if I tried showering and doing anything in the morning, there have been times where I've put conditioner in my hair and then just walked out of the shower, and you're drying your hair and realizing what's the problem? And then you got to do the shower restart as you're standing there. It's like, readjust the temperature again. And
alarm goes off at 4:35, out the door at 4:55. Like a pit crew, man. I got it down to a science, except for today.
Dude, I'm up at 4:15. I'm out the door by 4:30.
Yeah, because you do it the night before.
15 minutes.
I wake up and do everything in the morning within 20 minutes. And I got to a point where alarm goes off, I'll lay on my couch I have it figured out for 30 seconds just to try to figure out, all right, I'm awake. and run into the shower, and I got a system that works perfectly usually. But today I was grabbing all sorts of stuff.
Can't have one trip up though.
No,
I got a system too where I cannot have one trip up, and then I roll the dice that the Long Island Expressway isn't going to have some kind of an accident or a cop pulling someone over that'll make me late. Mm-hmm. So and then this morning I've had a bit of a catastrophe, not catastrophe, but a little thing as a homeowner. The goddamn sprinkler people didn't turn on my sprinklers when they were supposed to last week. So I have now scourge lawn of the neighborhood.
Hold on. You got sprinkler people?
I have sprinkler people.
What are sprinkler people?
Well, here's what it is. They come over.
We got to write our book. I just got it when I first met Anthony. The car that he was supposedly going to drive to Boston was up on blocks and had no wheels.
The radiator was a sprinkler.
Had no wheels, and it was on blocks, Bill, in this front yard. And now we fast forward a little over a decade, and you got sprinkler people?
Well, let me tell you what these sprinkler people do, which is a pain in the ass, and they should be smacked for it. They winterize your system during the winter so you don't burst any lines, so they got to drain the entire sprinkler.
You know what? That's crap. When we were growing up, my dad had a sprinkler system. He didn't have to winterize it.
It could snap a line in the frigid
They're just
cold.
looking for another payday.
Well, perhaps they are, because then they got to open it up in the springtime, which was supposed to be a few weeks ago before this blazing heat kicked in. And we made an appointment, and they said they came over, set the timers, and did everything, and then left. What they didn't do was turn the goddamn water on. Now, I'm no idiot. I could turn the water on. So I'm trying to find the valves and stuff. Couldn't find it. It turns out it's in a tube in the front lawn of an inch diameter, about 5 feet down, that you need this special long rod with the T-handle on the top.
You know why they do that?
So you got to call them.
And write a nice little check.
Exactly.
Now you're thinking like me.
It's exactly right.
Conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy of the sprinkler guys.
They invented that tool, so you have to write another check.
Yep.
It's a conspiracy. I'm with Bill.
To turn on the sprinkler. Because if it was just a valve somewhere, I could turn it. I know how to turn a water valve.
Less money for
So
the
you couldn't
people,
find it,
though.
and then did your front lawn start looking like one of those California brush fires?
Dude, I was afraid it was going to burst into flames. I was the lawn. Everyone else, lush green lawn. I live in a very nice neighborhood. They're very meticulous about their lawn care. And there's my lawn, looking like the Addams Family house. There's brown patches. And then my girlfriend spent 3 hours outside with the hose and the nozzle trying to just bring any life back to the lawn.
You guys are like a white trash family living.
I know. It's the Beverly Hillbillies is what we are.
I love it, man.
You know they're going to have a meeting at some point and try to get
us
out of
thrown
that
out.
cul-de-sac.
Oh, dude, that meeting's already taken place. Believe me.
Are the neighbors still coming over?
I've heard chatter. No, the neighbors have stopped coming over. And I
see, the neighbors try to do the right thing, Bill. They came over with gifts and
I remember
stuff,
that.
Yes,
refused them. You turned your
I didn't
back.
refuse or anything. I don't know what to do. I'm not a social creature when it comes to neighbors. I moved into a neighborhood where I guess you're supposed to be, and they're very nice neighbors, very courteous and cordial, and I returned their courtesy with what I can only dub as a snub. It could be interpreted as a snub, but it's not. It's just I'm kind of busy. I'm a stupid shock jock. I'm embarrassed of my job when I'm in the paper for stupid things. So I hide away. Yesterday, as a matter of fact,
he doesn't feel like he's good enough.
No,
you're right
to be there. I love it.
I don't feel I'm good enough.
Do you know where we come from, Bill?
The crap.
Right.
I come from crap.
There's not enough years in life to make all that go away from the past.
So
I feel the same
right.
way. I can't tell you how many times I'll be hanging with people and they kind of want to brag that. You know, that I'm Opie from the Opie and Anthony show, and I'll shh. People
nah,
I don't want anyone to know. In this atmosphere, I don't want anyone to know.
I'm the scourge of the neighborhood. The neighbors yap about me.
They don't think I'm a doctor.
Right.
They talk about, like I heard from one of the neighbors, it's like, yeah, people were pretty worried when you moved in. Some of the neighbors were saying like, oh, what kind of trouble is this going to be? Like some of the neighbors, and I'm thinking, what are they having little meetings, like the Twilight Zone meetings about the weird neighbors that moved in?
I'm sick of telling people, you shouldn't believe everything you read. Oh, you shouldn't believe everything you see on TV. I can't tell you how many times I have to say that in my life.
And they're just like, oh.
And they look at you like, yeah, whatever.
Oh, yeah, like, dude, we saw the video on YouTube.
Yeah.
It happened.
Yeah,
it happened. I saw it. You had a man vomit in another man's face, and now you live next door to me.
Hey, why don't we do part 2 of this, because we're going to take a break.
Yeah.
Because we want to get an update on your...
Oh, yeah.
On your home and all that.
Yeah, and my neighbor, I saw my neighbor yesterday. And
all right, we'll talk about that next. I'm moving in 2 weeks, I think.
You are?
I think.
All right, well, when they bring the fruitcake, just say thanks.
I think I'm finally moving out of the hellhole.
No, you got to do something immediately. This is what I learned. If too much time goes by, it's like when you cut class and then you keep cutting and cutting. Then when you finally go in, it's too late.
Oh, it's too late, yeah.
It's too late. That's what I did with my neighbors. I waited too long. Now what am I supposed to go over with a cake? I've been there a year. Hi. Welcome. Thank you for your welcome gift when I first moved in last year.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Bill Burr in for that other guy, Jimmy. That's right. Just joking. Jimmy is preparing for the biggest day of his career.
Yes.
His HBO special.
Change.
We're all going down to D.C. for the taping on Saturday. We can't wait. But he's already down there preparing. Bill Burr's in. We love when Bill's here. Nashville. We're not on anywhere near Nashville.
I'm playing up in Boston at the Comedy Connection.
Well,
end of June?
In Providence, Saugus.
Yeah, you're doing the circuit.
Yeah.
You're doing the Bill Blumenreich circuit.
Yeah. It starts off
he
in
makes
Chinese
you play
restaurant.
he makes you play 3 different clubs. Thanks, Bill.
Bill Burr is returning to Boston.
Wait, did you say Susan Waldman?
Bill Burr is returning to Boston. He'll be at the Quality Connection. This is unbelievable. The reaction at the club. Someone's grinning. Did you hear her?
Oh, the lady from the Yankees, right?
You know what?
God, she's the worst.
We really got to break because we're late.
Damn it. I love her.
We'll play it after the break because Bill Burr is a huge Red Sox fan.
Oh, is she the worst?
We can let Bill just go off on A-Rod. Well, we were going off on A-Rod. Yeah. I hate the Yankees, so I'm with you on this one, Bill, big time. I think Ed's with us this time, too.
Yeah, I gotta be.
We'll give you the A-Rod update, and we'll do the Susan Waldman and other things, okay? Our phone number, by the way, 877-212-5762. Once again, thank you, New York. Best month yet for the boys.
And Chicago.
And Chicago looking really, really good. All right, it's Opie and Anthony. Good morning. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. All right, let's say hi to Carl. He wants to say hi. He's been hanging for a little bit here. What's up, Carl?
Hey, Opie and Anthony.
Hey,
Coral.
Man, I'm glad you're back in Chicago. Back in the day, you all used to come on in the afternoons with CKG.
We remember that.
Wait a minute.
Cancel us for hockey games.
Wait a minute, Carl. Our first run in Chicago was a disaster because we were preempted for minor league hockey in Chicago. You know how insulting that is if you're a radio show to be preempted for minor league hockey? There are radio guys that get preempted for like the NHL, and here in New York they get preempted because of Yankee games and Mets games and the Knicks. But we were being preempted for minor league hockey in a city that has the NHL.
Yeah.
Yep, they tore down that hockey stadium and built a strip club there.
Wait, what happened?
They tore down that stadium with the minor league hockey team and built a strip club.
There you go.
How big is that strip club?
That's a giant strip club. That's great.
What if the announcer just stayed on, during the switchover?
They're the same.
Yeah,
they're pretty much the
matter.
same person anyway, so.
Coming to the stage, crossing the blue line.
She's stripping to organ music.
To the Addams Family theme. Just some dumb thing. All right, Carl, thank you. We're very happy to be on in Chicago, and we're happy to be live finally. So
Cool.
And don't forget Gary Meyer right after us in Chicago. Thanks, Carl.
All right.
Yeah, during the break, we continued, and we were talking about, shower stuff. And Billy had us dying, Bill Burr in studio. Because if you're just tuning in, I walked into work today with white crap all over my face. I thought I was putting lotion on from the skin doctor, but it had to be something my girlfriend uses that is supposed to stay white on your face. And then Aunt noticed that my hair's greasy, and we never notice each other's appearances. We've been working together for 12 years. He could come in naked, I wouldn't notice.
Doesn't matter. Oh, you'd notice, my friend. Ooh, you would notice.
And Even Ant's like, wow, your hair's a little greasy, because
Well, not till you pointed it out.
All right, yeah.
Where you grabbed it and then lifted up with your hand and your hair stayed there.
So
You look holy.
So
he's got a halo.
I don't know what I wash my hair with either. I got to go home now and look at these bottles. But I was telling these guys, my chick has so much stuff in the shower area. First of all, it's dangerous. It's downright dangerous because, like I said, I showered like 4:40 in the morning. The bottles are falling on my toes the whole time I'm in the shower.
Everything's precariously perched on a soap dish.
Yeah.
It's like 5 bottles are doing a balancing act.
When you're a bachelor, you got shampoo and conditioner in the same freaking bottle.
Pert.
Yeah, so you got one bottle and a bar of soap. That's all you need.
That's it.
You don't have the body washes and the conditioners and
the glove with the washcloth on the palm.
Yeah, what's that?
So you can wash with the glove.
Yeah, I would run out of soap and I would just use shampoo over my whole body. It smells good.
Yeah.
But now it's got
glistening pubes. Wow, your chest hair is just glowing today.
It's nice and shiny.
I got a feathered chest hair right over my nipples.
Well, but now I got stuff in this shower that doesn't even say if it's shampoo or conditioner. They have weird names, and you got to speak the language of these bottles.
You don't know what the hell it is. There's a wash for every part of the body.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the bottle for the face wash. Here's our body wash. This is just for like the soles of our feet. Here's elbow wash. Here's the 20 things.
Earlobe wax.
And it's like, for every part of the body. And I'm just like, bar of soap. Bar of soap and some shampoo. That's it.
Oh, they got to get the shower caddy. That's the first thing they do.
Yeah,
Somehow that only stays up for 3 days.
And then that
it's
plastic
dangling.
hook just bends and the whole like 50-pound thing falls on your foot.
I'm just hoping I didn't like use something that removes hair or something.
Nair.
I'm trying to hold on to what I got, man.
Eyebrows are going to be falling out, and your hair will fall out of your head.
And then during the break, I'm like, what's this on my neck? I got bit or something yesterday, and it was bothering me yesterday, and I itched this thing on my neck, and like a blister pops. I got blister juice all over my fingers.
It's beyond disgusting.
Jesus.
I don't know what the hell's happening to me today. I'm having a really tough morning. But anyway, Bill Burr, you have to tell the story because it was.
Oh yeah, my girl got this mint body wash. You know, it has like the sand mixed in with the lotion. I don't know what it was. But
when did they decide that sand needs to be in these products? By the way.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. So I don't know. I'm just grabbed for a bottle of it, and I put some in my hand. I'm like, it smells like mint. I'm like, I like mint chocolate chip ice cream. What the hell? I'll use this. So I start putting this stuff on, right? Chest, arms, and all that stuff, and then I start rinsing it off. And all of a sudden, it hit my area.
Junk.
Yeah, and it felt like I had put toothpaste on it. And it was that horrific moment where I was just kind of holding onto the sides of the walls, like, okay, how bad is this going to get? Am I going to be screaming in pain?
It's like, this hurts really bad, and I know it hasn't reached its peak yet.
Yeah. Does mint bother a vagina? Let's start with that.
I guess not.
I guess it's internal.
Or they know where to put it. So it doesn't maybe go there.
Well,
There's a separate wash for that.
On your elbows.
On your elbows.
Your armpits.
I would imagine it goes below the junk area. So when, rinses,
You know what? I bet if I read the back of the bottle,
I bet you it's just for their thighs. This is what they need for just their thighs.
I know, because some chick on some island of mint, they noticed that they had beautiful thighs there, so.
Island of mint. All right, well, and
plenty of goodies for them.
Before the break, we were talking about Ant's neighborhood there.
Yeah,
the neighbors used to love you.
Well, no, I've only really met one neighbor, and they were very nice and very cordial. They brought over this like welcoming thing with food and cakes and stuff, and I returned their courtesy by pretty much doing nothing because I'm an ass. I never have been in this kind of situation before where I live in a neighborhood. I was just the guy that was pretty much trying to avoid the landlord because I didn't have rent money. That was me. I'd move into some place until I got thrown out for not paying the rent.
Well, first of all, who accepted the cheese plate?
It was me and my girlfriend. Went
you were
down to
both
the door.
standing there?
We're both standing there. We couldn't invite them in because we didn't have anything, and we're like standing there in our pajamas pretty much.
You were in the background
at noon.
making a sandwich.
Yeah,
You're probably just blowing them off.
No, I swear I would tell you if I did.
Okay.
I really would.
Yeah, he would.
But it was just one of those situations where it was like, I got nothing. And I still don't have furniture in there. A year later, I just barely have enough furniture where people could come over and play poker, and that's pretty much it. But I was saying, it's been a year, so I can't now make the move. I've talked to the neighbor a few times, and found out that a few people in the neighborhood probably not happy with me being in there, but screw you, I live there. And then yesterday I'm pulling up, and I haven't seen the neighbor in a while, and he's out there washing his car or taking the old dust thing to it, and I'm like, hey, he's got son of a bitch, he's got a Shelby.
That's what you got.
That's what I got.
There's only like 15 in the whole country.
Well, there's a few more than that, Opie, but
maybe 16 or 17. You're right.
I wanted a vehicle that pretty much you didn't see anywhere else.
Well, now you get to see it right next door.
Exactly. I think I've only seen one more. I think I've seen in the time I've owned it, I've seen one more, and I think it was a knockoff. I don't even think it was a real one.
Your neighbor copied you?
I don't know.
He had to have. He saw you pulling in and out and said, wow, I want one of those.
You should have moved to your old neighborhood.
Yeah, where they can't afford it, right?
The Dodge Aries K car. He would have bought. Hey, I have a K car. No hubcaps either, just like mine. So I'm like, why?
What color is his?
It's a black convertible.
He got the convertible?
Yeah.
So he one-upped you.
No, I like the coupe.
No,
I don't like the convertible. I don't like the convertible. I don't. It doesn't have the stripes.
I love your neighborhood. I hope he keeps one-upping you.
No, because here's what I'm doing.
You grow a goatee. He has a beard.
Here's what I'm doing, if you're listening. I'm sending my Shelby out to Vegas, to Shelby, to the Shelby Works in Vegas, where they will be converting it to a Super Snake. It is about 720 horsepower instead of 500. It's got a new rear put in it, exhaust system.
So what, the back end doesn't fall off?
Exactly. No,
Good
it's a low ratio to just really. This thing will be a rocket ship.
See.
And it's got this King of the Road body set from the old KR of 1968. Really nice hood, different hood. So it'll look different. It'll look different. It will outperform any of the Shelbys, the stock Shelbys, GT500s that are out there. So that's what I do now. That's what I do.
This makes Jim Norton
my
nervous,
car's going to Vegas. Yeah, Jimmy wants me to modify my car by putting bricks in the trunk just to weigh it down.
Anything to slow it down, and I'm sitting here like, cool, man. We're just so irresponsible.
He was upset that I was doing 100 miles an hour down the expressway the other day just to get the pollen off of my car. To blow the pollen off.
And figured that at 90 miles an hour, the pollen was still
sticking.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to see at what speed that green little mist that gets on everything, all the pollen, at what speed does the pollen leave your vehicle?
You need triple digits.
Yeah, you do. You need triple digits.
You can go 90, but then you need the wipers.
I looked.
Get up to 100.
Well, then that's only the windshield. That's only the windshield. I'm talking the hood. I was looking at the hood, and I'm going, all right, 90, still there. And then right at 100, whoosh, the hood cleared. Like, nice. 100.
Yeah.
That's when the pollen comes. So if anybody has pollen on the car, just do 100, comes right off.
Cops can't even get you. You just be like, dude, I was doing an experiment.
It's science experiment. How could court would throw that right out, that ticket.
By the way, he hung up, but some dude from Chicago said what you used, Billy, that burned your junk. It's something women use after they shave their legs.
Oh.
It's for their legs.
Well, that's got a sting.
And well, yeah.
No,
women can take some pain when the beauty's involved. That's pretty much it.
Bill Burr from Boston, obviously, he's wearing his Patriots hat today. We were going to talk about A-Rod.
Yeah, A-Rod, boy, is this guy screwing up by the numbers.
Well, it's really interesting because his wife left their apartment.
Well, she was seen getting into a car.
Everyone knows the story by now,
with
right?
her luggage. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, yesterday we started our show by talking about A-Rod. He was caught with what looks like a stripper.
And just a bunch of pictures.
Blonde. Basically, the team was staying in one hotel in Toronto, and he had another hotel.
The Four Seasons.
Four Seasons down the street, and he was photographed going into the hotel with this woman. He was photographed at the steak place. He was photographed at the strip club. Pretty much they were following him around. And now,
she's a personal assistant. I don't see what the problem is.
Yeah, that's got to be it. They dress like that all the time, personal assistants, and go to strip clubs with you and stay in your hotel room.
The latest, his wife has left with baggage.
Well, she might just be going on vacation. She's leaving her place.
You know what she's doing? She's actually doing that. She's just doing that because the public is watching, and she doesn't want to expose the fact that. I mean, what woman out there? I want to hear a woman actually call in that if your husband was worth $252 million, you wouldn't look the other way.
You think she's just blowing off steam? She's like, I'm going to get out of the house so I don't wreck this.
Well,
he's a good-looking guy. He plays for the Yankees. He has $252 million. Wait, what are you saying? When he went to Toronto, he went to a strip club and he hooked up?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable to me.
And?
Yeah.
You think she's just leaving to blow off steam alone so she doesn't say anything she's going to regret later?
Nah.
Although she could get half of it, so what does she care?
No, she just has to make it look good. That's it.
Yeah?
That's it.
She knows what's going on. They interviewed some guy who is a pro athlete, doesn't want his name in the paper, obviously. I guess he's retired now. Forget groupies. Now pros go for, pros. They go after the groupies, they don't even touch them. Like, no way. So they go for the strippers and whatnot because the strippers know the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that they know the professional athletes are in their city.
Little discretion.
And they're going to get paid very, very well, and everyone's happy.
They're not going to pop up later on going, why did you?
Yeah.
I thought you loved me.
Right, they're not going to fall in love.
Yeah, for the groupies for the most part are looking for a little more than just a one-nighter. Pro athletes looking for a hookup now take aim at gorgeous women in strip clubs and posh restaurants, not the eager groupies who hang out in team hotels. If you see a groupie in the lobby, they are amateurs, said one retired player. It's an open secret, this is what he says today, that many married athletes cheat on the road. It's an open secret. And some wives even turn a blind eye to the fun and games as long as it doesn't...
Should have turned a brown eye. Maybe they would have kept their husband.
They turn a blind eye to the fun and games as long as it doesn't hit the papers. And this is what the problem is with his wife. It hit the papers. Now she's got to act shocked and like, oh my God, what are we going to do about this?
Yeah.
They're basically saying, look, she had to have known. And I guess he's been seen in many cities with many different women at this point.
Yeah.
With cash to burn, millionaire sports stars want girls who are beautiful, easy, and most important of all, discreet. Some guys go to strip clubs, and some have a woman in every town. That's what we were talking about yesterday.
Just talking about that. We had the voicemail of some an athlete when we were up in Boston, and we used to listen to it every morning, and it was nothing but chicks. Chicks just calling up from different cities. Hey, I'm looking at the schedule. I see you coming into my town. Why don't we hook up?
We had fun last time. Can't wait to see you.
And it was just all these girls from different cities.
I love people who would judge him. Most people, if they look like him and they had their money, would be doing the exact same thing. I can't judge this guy.
You're in no position.
Yeah, I just wish I was living his life.
And I think he probably picked a girl that he feels like understands this whole lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. She gets something for it.
She got the same pair of jeans he has. They got his and her discreet jeans on.
There's an unspoken code among teammates. You see, but you don't see. So everyone sees this going around. They know who the cheaters are, and they're like, this is just part of what we do.
Alleged.
We're in all these cities all year long, and they're going to cheat.
Maybe they have a personal assistant in every city, or maybe somebody to work out the kinks in their shoulders.
Right.
Throwing a baseball is not a natural motion, I've heard.
Yeah. These guys need that to be worked out.
Many athletes
she's got huge breasts.
Right. Many athletes...
them against your face for medicinal purposes.
What's the problem?
Word is.
Many athletes even maintain lists of their favorite strippers and call ahead to make sure she'll be dancing at the club when they get there. The big motivator is money. The athletes shower the strippers with cash and sometimes even make it rain by tossing bills in the air.
Oh, bet it rains later on, too, in the room. Cleanup time. And just wipe up with hundreds.
Do they really need to write this story? Can't everybody basically figure out what would go on the road. I could do. Let's see. What would I do if I was in that position?
Let's see. In a faraway city, rich, chicks just throwing themselves at you.
I would go to the library.
Right.
And I would try to learn about Toronto.
Study up on the town you're in. Maybe take a sightseeing tour.
Go to the NHL Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Go to the big friggin' needle.
Yeah, exactly.
The tower.
It ends with this. I know the players get lonely because the wives get lonely too.
Uh-oh.
Said a woman whose husband is a Major League Baseball player. It's a sacrifice for everyone.
Is that an unspoken secret thing? Whatever they called it that everyone knows about? Are the wives doing this, you think?
That's what that lady
Maybe when...
Look, he's getting a little something on the road. Well, guess what I'm doing when he's on the road?
I'll tell you one thing. When you're sitting there watching your husband or boyfriend playing a game in a city that's far away and he's on television live, you know he ain't walking through the door. Yeah. So you can pretty much do whatever you want. The game's on in the background.
It's on surveillance.
Yeah, it's pretty much surveillance of your husband. See, it kind of works both ways.
What time's your husband getting home?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the 4th inning. You could do it when he's in town.
Hey, you know something? The same thing could work for radio, couldn't it?
I know, right?
By the way,
we ought to just roll tape and walk and go home one day.
Oh, yeah, see what's going on.
See what's going on.
Wait a minute.
Hey,
that's the whole other side of this thing that they never bring up.
Right.
Like, as far as the I'm not even talking about professional athletes. Just the amount of women out there that they're screwing around. It's just I don't know. Women has the rep women have. It's a great rep.
Yeah, just the heartbroken left. Poor thing.
Yeah,
and the guys out there, like A-Rod's out there and stuff, but who knows what anyone else is doing. Like I said, they know where their husbands are when they're coming home.
She's hooking up with the doorman.
Could be anybody.
Well, there you go. The front page of the Post. A-Rod spotted with this blonde in 5 different cities.
Exactly.
So it looks like
5 different cities.
Looks like he's flying her around a little bit.
She's a favorite.
Yeah, and the wife had to know. Come on.
It's a personal trainer or a personal assistant.
Yeah.
There's whores in every city. There's no need to fly one in.
You know how the wife knows, by the way?
A really good personal assistant.
The wife knows because I would bet another player on the team probably took the wife on a road trip. That probably happens from time to time.
Oh, would he just be scorned by the guys?
Of course, the wives all talk, and she's probably the one that, got her ear and said, look, I don't want to be the one to tell you, but I was in Kansas City, and
You think the players kind of confide in the wives so as to make it seem like they're not doing it? Well, hey, you know what, Jeter? Let me. Don't say anything. They're laying in bed, and then the guy could say to his wife, "You know what Jeter was doing the other night? There's this blonde. He said, 5 different towns. The same blonde girl is with him. Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, but
terrible.
Jeter's doing it right.
He
does everything right, on and off the field. He's not married.
No, I know.
He hooks up with movie stars.
A-Rod, though, people, you think they rat him out to their wives so as to seem like, hey, I'm not doing that, but.
What was I going to say? Oh, Bill might be able to help me with the name because he knows sports a little more than you do, Anthony.
Yes.
There was an NBA basketball player.
Bob Lanier.
NBA, that's
Who?
what game?
Bob Lanier.
Bob Lanier. Good morning, Detroit. Wow. Got to keep it local for Detroit, so very good.
I think he played for Buffalo.
Someone on the phone lines will help us out. There was an NBA player. His wife did not trust him whatsoever. What? And they did a whole story on him on ESPN or something.
Doug Christie.
Was it Doug Christie's wife?
Doug Christie. She used to follow.
She followed the team bus.
And he had to stay on his cell phone.
Oh, jeez, no.
Dude.
This guy reaffirmed.
Dude, the players would look at him like. What?
I was just laughing. I was trying to clean that up.
Redefined.
I'm going
redefined.
Redefined.
He redefined something.
When players were when players were traded to this team, they were like, I don't want to play for this team.
This guy's going to be this rat following us.
This guy's wife goes on every road trip. She follows the team bus in a separate car from hotel to the arena, sits in the arena for every single game, and watches her husband. And flat out said on TV, it might have been Brian Gumbel or something, one of those shows, and said, look, I just don't trust him. Yeah, I'm admitting it to everybody. I don't trust him on the road, so I go on the road with him.
How embarrassing.
Oh, no,
that's what I'm saying. The players were looking at him like...
when he used to take a foul shot, he had to do some sort of signal or something to signal, I love you every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It was just like, if you flip that around, if a guy did that to a woman, that would be on like Oprah, you know, you're smothering her.
Yeah,
this is borderline abduction. This is what is this, the 1800s? We'll be right back. But I'm sitting there watching it with my girl, and she's like, this girl is smart. I'm like, really? So
smart.
Would I be smart to do that to you? Fucking rap. Did I just do it again? I can't stop. I just can't stop.
Oh, it's a little late on that beat. Damn.
I just can't stop, man.
You love that word.
Dan's got his name. Was it Christie?
Doug Christie, yeah.
It was Doug Christie. Okay, yeah.
Just repeating what Bill said.
Yeah, but we weren't sure, so they looked it up.
That's okay.
They looked it up.
Fan.
All right, listen, we got to take a break. Maybe
I can't believe how much I curse. I had no idea.
All right. Don't worry about it. Dave on Long Island, make it fast because we got to take a break.
Hey, friggin' it happens the other way, too. Women are definitely in on it. All the time, me and a buddy of mine used to driveway work, Belgian block, whatever, out in the Hamptons. Girls always invite us and come back. Well, my husband ain't around till so-and-so. Always come back. And watch delivery men in and out of the house. Want to go in for an hour. Friggin' FedEx would show up. He'd go in for an hour. Same house. Unbelievable.
She had a thing for guys in uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uniform,
That's it, man. Just all the time.
Yeah.
Guys on the road working.
I mean, a lot of women are like portrayed as the victims, but they're doing their own thing out there. It seems.
Oh, like right now, like this Fleet Week's got to be the greatest thing ever.
No kidding.
Jeez.
First of all, you get a whole bunch of guys coming in uniform on these boats. That'd be like if like a tugboat came in and every
with
girl
strippers.
was dressed. Yeah, like a Catholic schoolgirl whores, French maids, a whole boatload of French maids just pulls
They
up.
just start getting off in all these sexy outfits that fit everybody's like fetish.
Yeah.
Everything.
Nurses.
The nurse with the rubber uniform on. She gets, that little platoon gets off.
Yeah, just to bring everyone into the conversation around America. Yeah, Fleet Week is happening here in New York City, and there's just sailors like everywhere.
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
That is the worst uniform out of all the branches, especially when they wear the white shoes too. They look like hygienists.
Dental hygienist. It really is the least masculine uniform out of any of the armed services.
Yeah, you just picture the like Fred Astaire, like they just jump up and click their heels.
Yeah, he's dancing with a cartoon mouse.
With a mop.
With a mop. That's that little blue kerchief they gotta wear around their neck. That's not like, like a Navy SEAL.
Oh, yeah.
That's like, Navy SEAL is like how the Navy should look.
Yeah.
Not like that white uniform.
You shouldn't look like a Freddie Mercury groupie. Like something he would order.
But you know what? Bill's on to something. Just turn it around on the women and say that it's stripper week. And these boats are coming in with nothing but
boatloads of whores.
Right. I mean, we wouldn't...
All dressed like aerobic instructors from like the early 80s.
And they're all out to just get laid. Because that's what the sailors are here for.
Do whatever you want, and they're leaving with the story. It's like a portable Vegas.
All right, we got to take a break. We're
with
really
huge
late.
guns.
Tom's peeking in. We got to take a break.
Righty.
All right, phone number 877-212-5762. It's Opie and Anthony with Bill Burr. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. During that break, we decided to watch Fat Kid videos. The show continues when we go to break, obviously, here.
Oh, that one was really funny.
Bill turned us on a Fat Kid on a moped. Thank you.
Yeah, just
that will be on our website, I don't know, in an hour or two.
Yeah, Google Fat and Moped, and you'll find it.
Okay, and then we also just looked at a video called Fat Kid, and they speak some weird language, but like Bill said, you know exactly what the Fat Kid is saying.
Oh, is that funny?
He's trying to what?
Trying to cross a little river with with 2 logs.
Yeah.
And his friend walked across, and then he's walking across it, and they're speaking some foreign language.
Yahweh!
I don't know. Yahweh! And his friend picks up the logs and starts spreading them apart. And he falls, and his head hits one of the logs, and he falls in the river, and he gets up screaming and starts crying.
And all his friends are laughing at him.
Of course they are.
Not everybody's childhood. I've been the mean kid laughing, and I've been the kid on the bridge.
Oh, is that good?
Yeah, let's go to Boston. Ben, what's going on, buddy?
Morning, gentlemen. Chris Benson, who pitches for, I believe, still the Mets, his wife said that if he cheated on the road, that she would sleep with his entire...
Ma'am? Damn it.
I know, they got to get that Billie Jean King haircut.
Yeah, exactly.
Billie Jean King. All right, Kaylee.
Thank you.
I'm hoping people just someday will realize we're just trying to make jokes.
Oh, exactly.
Someday maybe people will understand that.
We're only joking.
All right, Kaylee, thank you. And thanks for listening to us on The Edge there in Buffalo.
That's always a great thing to do, yes. Listen to a comedy show and act like people are being serious.
Yeah, we'll get into that someday,
and that things are researched.
Trust me.
Researched.
You're not just making stuff up.
You don't have to research anything.
No, not in comedy.
We like to tell people that this is an unscripted show. Like that first break we did, we didn't even know what we were going to talk about when we turned on the mics.
Of course.
That's how we do our show. People think it's all premeditated and it's all planned and we got a schedule and all right, we'll go after this group at 7:20 this morning because we have an agenda.
No,
Oh, we might look like shock jocks, but no, we have an agenda.
Shocking.
Let's say hi to Big Daddy listening. Where are you listening? In the city here? Big Daddy.
Yeah, in New York here. Listen, for Fleet Week, you would be amazed at how many women are just waiting for the ships to pull in. Married and single. It really doesn't matter.
Really?
So you're one of those guys walking around in the white uniform?
No, actually, I wear a camouflage uniform. Thank God I don't have to wear the Good Humor Man outfit. I'm
Is that what it's called?
Uniform.
What are you, security?
It's tough. Yes.
Yeah, security guys
tough,
get
but
to
the
wear the
girls
cool
like it.
uniforms.
Man,
Yeah, the winter uniforms are better, but it's crazy. And also, any city or any country you pull into, women are waiting. And we don't make any money, but they love the uniform.
Why do they love that uniform? Ladies, call up. Why do you like the
it's
Good
power.
Humor?
You want to get tied up with the scarf.
Yeah, that blue little scarf.
And also, any of the ladies, when they come into the service, if they're any good looking at all, they're snatched up right away. They're lucky if they make it through boot camp before they get a boyfriend.
Snatched up by what? Brass?
in a heartbeat. Yeah, an officer will grab him up. He's gonna. That's his traveling secretary. His traveling personal assistant.
Uh-huh.
And the ugly ones, they're all, not all, but a lot of them are lesbians or whores. So that's about it.
All right. Hey, Big Daddy. So are the women just going on the boats?
Yeah, there are women on the ships. But,
no, I mean civilians.
Yeah, they take the tours during Fleet Week.
Wink, wink.
Oh, jeez. That bilge must get a little thick.
In another country,
Huh?
When you pull into a port in another country, they're waiting, at the pier.
Yeah, they wait, and then the sailors get off.
And actually, when you pull into Australia, the families try to hook you up with their daughters.
What sort of halftime speech does the Admiral give you before you pull into port? Now we're pulling into Thailand.
Come on, boys. You got to know. I'm going to teach you about the clap. Like the old...
No, there's two words, package check. That's about it.
Package check?
Yeah, because in those countries, Thailand especially, there's a lot of transvestites, so you got to be careful. That's about it.
Do they show you films?
Oh, yeah.
Like no update? It's got to be like the old ones, though.
Now, your pot of call is coming up soon, boys, and you know you're going to be out on the town. Make sure you take care of yourself and watch out for the ladies. Some of these girls are fine, sweet girls you could take out dancing or for a cup of coffee. Others are women of the evening who could give you nothing but misery and the clap.
It's over, Jen.
You get that film in boot camp, believe it or not.
Watch out. If you get the clap, it doesn't go away. Your genitals will fall off if you get the clap.
They got to give the example of the good sailor and then the bad sailor.
No, they show you the videos with all the pictures of what can happen to your junk.
Oh, really? Yeah,
yes, they do.
What do they show, like pictures of junk that's been ravaged? And that's supposed to stop you from doing anything. Good luck.
Yeah, they just say spend your money wisely.
There you go. All right, Big Daddy. Thanks for the insight.
Watch out.
All right.
Pulling into Thailand, we're at level orange.
Yeah, exactly, really. There are some countries you just don't want to stop.
Chances of an STD are extremely high.
Stay on the ship.
Hey, Changing gears, we have a fine little story out of Ashland, Massachusetts.
Ashland?
This is where
Why?
Anthony used
I
to
used
live.
to reside in Ashland, Mass.
And there was a bomb threat up there, and I think it was at the bank you used to do a little business with.
That used to be a bank of. It used to be a Bank of Boston.
Yeah.
Then it turned into a Fleet Bank.
Okay.
Now I believe it's Bank of America.
Something
just
like that.
snatching it all up.
And with all that money Bruce Mittman was giving us back in the day.
Whoa! Let me tell ya.
Whoa!
I couldn't get there.
I need to do some private banking.
Couldn't get there quick enough with the old deposit slips. Ugh.
Douche. Yes, you're a douche. We'll get into what you said eventually, too. Trust me.
Is that the old $125 a week?
That was the big raise where me and Opie were sitting there before we had an agent, and we were up for review for a raise, and we were doing really well. Sat at the table, and he berated us beforehand.
Well, we were at
a way of chipping us down, knocking us down a few pegs.
We were at a Chinese buffet.
Yeah, Chinese buffet.
Because that's where you take your big stars.
Yeah.
The big stars at the station. Chinese buffet where it's all you can eat for $9.99. But, gee, thanks.
That's usually not a good omen.
No.
For your raise.
And he did this move that you only see in the stupid movies. That it was so inappropriate. He takes a piece of paper upside down. First, he writes something on it, puts it upside down, and slides it across the table at me. And I picked it up, looked, and started laughing my ass off out loud. I couldn't hold it in. And believe me, I'm not the kind of guy that's like, I'm going to laugh at the boss if he doesn't give me enough. I didn't want to laugh. It was a reflex. It was an involuntary action like your heart beating. I couldn't stop laughing. It was such a ridiculously low number. I put it back on the table and slid it back and put my hands up in the air.
To go with the very low number we were already making.
Yeah.
But then he has no problem, jumping on board with everyone else and getting his name in the Boston papers, telling everyone what we're doing wrong with our careers. Really?
Bruce. Thanks, Bruce.
I think we're doing just fine, Bruce.
I think since we cut loose from you and Dave Douglas, I think we're okay.
See, in his world, he wanted us to be the next Hillman, just a local morning show rotting
to sit there
at the same station for many, 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 many years. Instead, we said, no, we ain't taking your crap and your low pay, and we're gonna make something of ourselves.
Yeah.
And he translate that into we don't know what we're doing with our careers.
We're going to take a meeting with Infinity Broadcasting, then go back to our station, screw up, get fired, so we can get hired by
right, and make a hell of a lot more money than he was ever going to offer.
There's a big plan. We say it now because so much time has gone by. It was completely calculated.
But in the papers, he's quotes like career death wish and all that. Really?
Yeah.
Why don't we compare careers, Mr. Mittman?
Why don't you step up on a stool so I can punch you in the nose? Ha, he's short.
Dave Douglas, that just sounds like some awful guy you don't want to work for.
Yeah, bingo. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
This guy was just the worst with his 70s porn star mustache and his horrible ideas. Enough for him.
Dream in life to get a position.
I don't even know what he's up to now. Could care less.
Bruce Mittman wanted to control us in our careers and keep us down and not pay us
he was the
what
man.
we were worth. We moved on and did unbelievably well for ourselves, but I guess he's a little bitter.
Bruce Mittman,
a little jealous.
So
he hits the Boston papers saying that we have a career death wish. Really? We've been at this 12 or 13 years. Most radio shows never last 12 or 13 years.
Boys.
And I did about 7 years before that, Bruce. So where's the career death wish?
Boys. We have to have a meeting. The homosexuals are angry with you today. I swear.
We'll get into it another day.
He's hysterical.
We'll spend a nice hour on him.
Yeah.
Another backstabber. Another douche. Ooh. This business is just filled with douches. It's unbelievable. Anyway, Ashland, a bank that Anthony used to do a little banking at, had a little bomb scare overnight or yesterday.
Yeah.
And basically, it turns out it was a promotion or something.
I have no idea. It was it? I didn't read that.
All right,
Boston's been getting a little shaken up with these promotions that go on. First, it was those light bright little things
that shut down the city.
That shut down every part of the city as the bomb squads were out chasing light brights. And now all I heard was a bomb threat at a bank in Boston, and it turned out that a picture of an old-fashioned type ball cartoon with the fuse coming out of it bomb was faxed to the bank.
And it said something like the countdown begins or something like that. And then it was like it had a lighter or something ready to light the bomb.
Yeah. Well, the Boston police quickly faxed over a picture of their bomb squad, which then diffused the situation.
Here's the story.
Well, employees at a bank in Massachusetts were in a panic when a picture of a bomb came over the fax machine. They notified police, who then evacuated the area, but it was just one big mistake. It turns out the fax machine malfunctioned, and only half the transmission came through. It was actually a promotional ad for the bank's upcoming Small Business Commitment Week. Now, bank officials say they regret using a picture of a bomb in the ad. I bet they do.
I bet they do.
It was the bank's own promotion?
Yeah. The video's great. The whole bomb squad was in the parking lot of the strip mall in Ashland.
Yeah, I remember going there.
A bomb looked like that. That's like the cannonball with the wick coming out of it.
Yeah, it's Spy versus Spy bomb from Mad Magazine.
Sure, yeah.
That is the typical bomb.
They usually look like a backpack, don't they?
Yeah, that goes hand in hand with the bag with the money symbol written on it as the crook runs from the bank with it. That is the dumbest bomb. I have a bomb. We used to eat breakfast or lunch before the show at that strip mall. Remember that guy that used to make the sounds?
Oh, that guy?
Yeah, that was in that same shopping center.
Oh, my God. I forgot all about him. I haven't thought of him in like 10 years.
Such fun.
Yeah, whatever. Another story for another day.
Yeah. It was just some guy that used to, we would eat, and we figured it was a fluke the first time. We were laughing, but he'd come in there like every day, a little diner, and it would disgust me so much I couldn't eat. Couldn't go there to eat anymore.
Remember the big, like, goiters he had on his head?
He had big goiters on his head, and he would just go... like coughing up phlegm.
We were jumping up. We thought we had to save this guy's life, and some other local had to tell us, nah, he just...
Does that all the time.
He does that when he's eating, not eating.
It's horrible.
Disgusting.
And then he just had these massive goiters. It's like, if you're trying to run a business, you'd have to tell the guy, look, could you help me out?
It's like, excuse me, we do have the right to
you're horrifying the customers. Please go somewhere else.
That reminds me of my old neighborhood. We had a butcher, right? How old is that, right?
Butcher.
It was a butcher, right? And I was watching a lot of the Food Network. You got to make friends with your local butcher. Go down and get a good cut of meat. So I walk in there, and this guy had
Look at you.
He had like vampire-length nails, and he looked like he'd been smoking for 40 years. And he wasn't even using gloves.
I don't want that.
I'm just like, keep the pork chops there.
Go to your butcher. Don't buy the meat at the supermarket. Go to a butcher. Yeah, should I?
I was watching Mario Batali. All his recipes start with like a pork shoulder, like stuff you've never even heard of.
Steer clear of that Food Network.
Yeah. All right, listen, we got to take a break. The mystery sound. We might give away the answer today, finally.
I had people asking me about that yesterday.
Yeah, we'll finally give away
the answer. What's the mystery sound? And I said, honestly, I don't know. He's not telling me.
Oh, that's right. You don't know either.
No.
Also, caller saved some DJ out there. It's a slow news day, can you tell? The whales have finally been saved, so we don't have to talk about that.
Thank goodness.
God. And Tammy Faye audio on the way. Yeah. And a horrific picture in probably every paper in America today. Our papers have it.
She looks like a sack of antlers.
She's down to 60 pounds. She's probably, I'm going to guess she has maybe a week left to live.
You're saying a week?
And Entertainment Tonight just had to take
Hi, Tammy Faye Death Watch.
Yeah, get the...
Billy Bush.
Hi.
No, he's the other guy? Yeah. Well, get the music ready because they had fun with Tammy Faye and they interviewed her.
Of course.
And a lot of people, when we're interviewing and stuff, they go, so where's your line?
Mm-hmm.
Personally, what do you find offensive, right?
Yeah.
It happened yesterday. I actually had to turn something off.
Wow, you turned it off?
Faces of Death I can't watch. I can't watch beheadings. Jimmy could watch the beheading
like
videos that hit the internet.
No.
And yesterday, Lindsay was watching Tammy Faye on Entertainment Tonight. I said, look, We got the DVR, man. Just watch it another time. I can't watch this.
Gilmore Girls. Can't watch that.
Can't watch it. The audio is so deeply disturbing. I'm like, just turn it off. But we'll play the audio for you guys today, and I guess now I got to hear the rest of it.
Of course.
But they were interviewing her by phone, and she's crying, and it was just horrific. And the music, da-da-da. And we'll tell you what Britney Spears is up to next.
Did they play the somber? I love when like someone dies, a celebrity, and they put their picture and the date they were born, the date they died, and their name on the bottom, and they got to play the same stupid music. Parents of the thought they don't use that music, but it's all slow. We bid a fond farewell.
Well, it goes back to our old bit about the Brady Bunch. They had so many different versions of their theme.
There was
what was going on. Just adding notes and stuff to the...
That was like the happy one.
Do you remember this is really obscure Brady Bunch music. Do you remember the organ they would play whenever someone was doing something stupid? They go. That meant Bobby was putting too much soap in the dishwasher.
There was this one. It's like happy. That's the happy one. That's happy.
All's good in the Brady house.
Yeah. Where's the xylophone one? Here it is.
Yeah, something bad's happening.
That's something bad. This is Greg's doing something so cool.
Something groovy.
Yeah, groovy.
They're not glasses, they're shades.
Right. Hey, Mike, Carol. Liked when he called his parents by their first name. And what? Ooh. And what about sad?
There you go.
That's when Mike Brady told the kids he was going to be going to the hospice for a while. Might not be coming back.
Right. Me and your mom are going to start sleeping in separate beds.
Your mom found out a secret about Dad.
Dad has not been working late designing buildings.
No.
He's been up to something else.
Yeah. Kids, very sorry to say this, but me and Sam, we're moving into our own place.
But usually that sad music was after a talk,
Yeah.
A little talk.
All
right,
chat.
We're talking about 5 different things at the same time.
Why not?
That's what we do. Hey, Tammy Faye audio next. It's deeply disturbing.
Good.
It's Opie and Anthony.
Ed? That's exactly what I'm looking at. Someone's saying yell at Sharky Girl 70 because she's either dead or sleeping. Looks like she's sitting on the floor next to her bed with her head tilted onto the bed and a bag behind her. Hey,
she's sleeping.
Is she breathing? Why?
Oh, my God. I just stopped breathing.
You see her breathing?
It looks like her chest is going up and down a little bit.
Yeah, it is kind of,
She's just out cold.
Hey, Sharky Girl! Wake up! Wake up, you big-breasted animal!
Someone was saying she was convulsing earlier. Is this real?
Is she having a seizure?
All right, what's the deal? You guys messing with us today on Powerless?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Back and to the left.
Shock jocks kill over the internet. News at 11. Someone's printing on there.
Hey, man.
No.
Do we know anything about this girl? Seriously. Now we got a situation here.
She's not dead.
Whatever did that to her is definitely line of the day.
Yeah, that's it.
If you kill somebody on Pal Talk.
That's it. Line of the day. No, her breasts seem to be heaving a bit, but...
All right, what do we know about her? What do we know about her? Was she moving earlier this morning?
Yeah, what was she doing?
Oh, man, this Pal Talk is creepy.
Did she pass out?
I don't want to be looking into other people's lives while we're doing a radio show.
She's dressed in, clothes, and she's sitting...
She's got kind of like a summer top
leaning on the bed, and very uncomfortably, her head is tilted way back into the side, and her head is kind of laying on the bed, but she's on the floor. Why isn't Saddam after the hanging?
Yes.
What is she doing?
She is breathing. You can see her boobies heaving.
Her arm, the focal point here.
Could it have been murder? Hey, Sharky girl, wake up.
Does anyone know Sharky girl? Could you call her? Could you go to her house, something?
She drank the punch. No. Did anyone see what she was? She wasn't convulsing. She was knocking out. What does that even mean?
What is knocking out?
What does knocking out mean?
There's a doctor's bag up on the bed.
Yeah, it looks like a doctor's bag. What is that?
There's no sheets. There's no comforter.
About size 14. Would you?
Now what do we do? Kind of a distraction, don't you think? I mean,
she took a baggie out of Vince's jacket. Wait, I got to stab her 3 times?
It's unbelievable.
Give it a shot.
She's definitely breathing heavy.
She's dying on me, Lance.
Her head looks slightly more comfortable than it was a couple minutes ago. Slightly. I mean, it is still way back to the right there, but...
Well, if anyone knows her, can you
could you give us an update?
Call her?
Could you guys figure something out on Pal Talk?
She's been moving since we started watching her. Yeah, well, she could move right up until she stops moving.
Yeah, we understand she's moving. We have figured out that she's not dead.
Yeah.
That's good.
But it's kind of odd that she's sitting there. Is she just passed out? Did she drink last night?
And why is she, not on her bed if she's tired, you know?
Yeah, really.
Look, Pal Talk, you got to take care of this. We got to entertain America.
Yeah, we can't deal with people on an individual basis. Mm-hmm. Man, some guy was there. He could do unspeakable things.
All right, keep her...
Make sure she's okay.
Keep her window open there so we can...
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on her.
We'll give the listeners an update, but we got this girl. Her name is Sharky Girl. She's on Pal Talk, and
she just passed out on the side of her bed.
And it doesn't look like she passed out because she's very tired from working a couple jobs. Something's going on there.
Well, if the camera is on her, which is a good sign because she wouldn't be, if you just saw her foot.
Right,
that would be bad.
Yeah,
so perhaps she was sitting there on the computer and just kind of fell asleep. Maybe she's tired.
Doug from Fort Drum, New York. And just minimize the window and it all just goes away.
Yeah. All I got to do is click that red X and her problem's gone. See? All of a sudden she's a person far away that I don't know.
I hate new technology. Now we get to see the listeners as they're listening to our show.
Passing away.
Who knows what's going on with this one?
Yeah, this is like a mystery.
All right,
we'll just keep her window up.
We'll keep an eye on her, I guess. Maybe someone out there could do something. Do we know where she lives? I don't know if she's just sleeping.
No one knows anything about these Pal Talk people.
Really?
You don't know where they live.
She's sleeping.
What they
when you
do.
die, you always have a really severely awkward sort of laying there.
Yeah.
Like your legs, and I guess you can't see your legs.
That's a little awkward, though.
Yeah, but her body.
Did you see that picture of Phil Spector, the girl that he shot? Did you see that picture?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's sitting in a chair.
Your body does weird things after you die.
Her legs were bending backwards at the knees because she was stretched out in a chair with her feet on the ground and her legs were straight. And I guess the weight of her legs started making her knees bend the other way. And they were turning blue. They were all blue, her feet and legs. And she's just sitting there with a gunshot wound to the mouth.
Well, this girl isn't blue. She looks like my dad at about 11:30 at night.
Wow.
Passed out in a...
You go back to that, E-Rock. Her body is
starting to tip, isn't it?
It's starting to tip.
She could be out of frame soon.
Toward her right.
Yeah.
It's slowly moving to the right.
Her face is going to be off camera in a little while.
Yeah. She's moving like the sun. Really just really
you can't
slow.
really notice it as it happens, but after a few minutes you notice.
Her body is setting to the floor.
$20 she does a face plant on an end table.
Oh, would that be great?
Oh my God. What do we do? Seriously, is there anything we can do?
Yeah, our show. Then we just watch her.
We don't need any more problems. What can we do? Seriously. Maybe someone out there knows her?
No.
All right. Well, look.
You're just powerless. You could just look in on people, but you can't help. I love this Pal Talk.
Someone's saying call 911 and tell them what?
Tell them what?
We don't even know where she lives. We don't know anything about her.
What are they going to do? They'd come here and minimize the window.
Right.
Problem solved.
Right. Well, in this situation, we have figured out that all you have to do is minimize the window.
Point and click.
All right. Her body's slowly moving to the right. Really slowly. You can't even tell it's moving.
She's got ample boobage.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just commenting.
Someone is suggesting maybe she's just listening to Stern. That's all it is.
She fell asleep.
Very good, whoever came up with that on Foul Talk. All right, Tammy Faye. We'll keep an eye on her. I don't know what else to do.
Nice segue.
All right, Tammy Faye. I don't even want to play his audio. It's brutal.
Is it that brutal?
I think it's brutal.
We all remember Tammy Faye. She was married to that Jim Baker.
Yeah.
And he was the religious guy who got into a lot of trouble. And isn't he the I have sinned against you, my Lord guy? Or was he the other?
Swagger.
No, that was Swagger.
I can't keep track.
He was the other religious guy that screwed up. He was taking money and everything.
Yeah.
And she was always the cheery, overly made up. She had a lot of eye makeup and those big eyelashes. And everything was fine and dandy. And she would cry, though, a lot.
Yeah.
Everything was fine. She'd be saying, no, things are all better and everything's fine and it's just going to be wonderful. She's just crying.
And the mascara starts running down
her face.
Making her look more like a clown.
Yeah.
Well, Entertainment Tonight, because, they're very responsible.
She's got the big casino.
She's got lung cancer.
The big C.
She should have died months ago, by the way.
Yeah.
She's been on Larry King for the last time, I think, 5 times.
Is that just a personal opinion?
No.
She should have died months ago.
And she's down to 60 pounds. You try living.
Nice. Oh, I mean, that's terrible.
At 60 pounds.
Yeah.
So Entertainment Tonight, there's no reason why this is on TV, by the way. They're just exploiting it like we're, I guess, going to do the same thing.
Pounds?
But at least we'll admit we're exploiting it. This is like something that is so creepy. It's like, driving by a car crash. You kind of got to watch, right? Kind of got to look.
Yeah.
But the Entertainment Tonight makes believe they're doing the right thing, whatever that is. I don't know.
Yeah.
And they did a phone interview with Tammy Faye. The picture is in our papers today in New York. It's disturbing.
And were they being subdued or were they being the happy, cheery?
Subdued.
Did her head just fall back more?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm really distracted.
It's very distracting. Oh, thank God.
What?
Marissa just checked in.
Yeah.
So now I don't have to look at the dead girl. I can just look at Marissa.
Yeah, tell her to get naked or something. We need some help here. Something, this girl, what is going on with this girl?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah. That's terrible. I don't know.
She's definitely breathing.
I would
And her body's slowly moving to the right. I mean, she is out.
Yeah.
She is out.
There's nothing really to do.
No, she's dead.
Oh.
She's not dead.
A victim of the modern age. Poor girl.
But
She was very badly raped, you see.
You see?
Steve is contacting Pal Talk.
Good evening.
She's probably just passed out.
That's
I hope.
That's a deep sleep right there is what I'm getting at. Why would you do that like on the side of your bed? You would get in bed if you were that tired. So something else is going on, in my humble opinion. Anyway, Tammy Faye.
60 pounds.
Someone's suggesting I just bounce her from the room.
What are you, nuts?
You are banned.
Don't
sleep during our show.
It makes it go away, though.
Yeah, it does. Bounce her. Oh, that'd be awful. And find out there was a problem.
This Pal Talk was a lot of fun until today.
Shock Jocks could have helped, but chose not to.
We're trying. I don't know what to do. Steve's contacting Pal Talk. Maybe they could figure something out.
There's nothing they could do.
All right, so Tammy Faye. You ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. Here's Tammy Faye, 60 pounds. Probably should have died months ago. She's got lung cancer really bad. She's got a week to 2 weeks left, maybe a month.
Wow.
Maybe.
Tell me how you're feeling today.
Oh, yeah, so they have to have the dramatic. Yeah. Tell me how you're feeling today. Are you kidding? How do you think she feels?
Tell me how you're feeling today.
Well, today is kind of a rough day for me. I have really wonderful days, and I have really bad days. I'm having a little hard time breathing.
Well, yeah.
I'm really having a hard time breathing.
Old chop meat lungs is having a hard time breathing. No crap.
No kidding. Do we really need this on our TV last night? Like, what are they trying to accomplish? That's what I think. That's what I try to think out when I'm watching this stuff on TV. Because we'll openly admit that we do stuff just because we know it's like, it's a good listen.
Yeah.
You know, we're not going to make believe we're trying to get something accomplished.
No.
Like, what are they accomplishing with this?
I'll tell you.
Because they'll make believe
Freak show.
They're doing. Yeah, that's what I say, but they'll never admit that.
We're showing the courage that this woman has and her courageous battle. No, you want to show a 64-pound woman on television.
Yeah, back in the day, they used to just do the exterior shot from the hospital.
Yeah.
Like when John Wayne was going down. They didn't actually go in there, and you get to watch the guy's last 20 minutes of life.
Don't want to see the Duke go down like that?
Well, it's kind of creepy.
Shouldn't have ate that steak.
It's kind of creepy what fame does to people, too, because Tammy Faye wants this. She wants to... She's getting a lot of attention because she's got lung cancer and she's 60 pounds, and she has no problem showing people.
Publicity hound until the end? Is that what you're saying?
She has a cancer wig on in the picture in the paper, and she still has her Tammy Faye makeup on with these massive, huge Paris Hilton-type sunglasses.
60 pounds. I could curl her.
60 pounds, right. And what did you say in the office with the makeup and everything, Bill?
Huh?
You had a couple good lines. I'm trying to set you up. Tammy Faye and the makeup and all that she's still wearing.
Oh, the whole fact that she's still getting the facelift though. She's just completely against ever getting the double chin.
You had a corner joke I was trying to set you up with.
Oh, yeah. Now I remember.
Yeah, well, all right.
Oh, yeah, she already has the wake makeup on? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, all right, whatever. It was hilarious. It was hilarious in the office.
At 5:30 in the morning, it was great.
Maybe I should have just wrote it on a piece of paper, and then you could have worked into it naturally, you know?
Just steal it.
I'm not going to steal your...
Steal it.
All right, here's more Tammy Faye.
In the photos taken at her North Carolina home, Tammy Faye is frail, but her fighting spirit shines through.
Yeah,
wearing a bouffant blonde wig along with her own hair and oversized sunglasses, she is still wearing her trademark makeup and colorful clothes. To her, to look good makes her feel good, even though she is in tremendous pain.
Are there ever days that you just can't get out of bed?
Yes. In fact, I'm in pain. I would say I'm in pain almost 100% of the time.
Mm-hmm. Did you see what E.T. did there?
No.
They set up the clip like, you're showing her the spirit and this and that.
Yeah.
Because they felt guilty about the audio that they have and that they wanted to play
Those
on TV last
oversized
night.
Sunglasses are going to give her osteoporosis.
Let's go.
I'm in pain all the time. I can't get out of bed, so I just go on Pal Talk and pass out.
Does having the final stages of cancer, is that difficult? Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
It is.
Exactly. Is that what they're trying to do here? Break that ground? They're trying to inform us that maybe it hurts?
Yeah. Romy from Buffalo. A lot of phone calls from Buffalo today. Romy's a girl. What's up, Romy?
Hey.
Hey.
I just wanted to say that chick might be playing charades and pretend to be Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan. She's not moving. She's not putting her finger on her nose and going, on the nosy.
Yeah, if you're just tuning in, we got a girl on Pal Talk. We love Pal Talk. We get to see the listeners as they listen to the radio show. We see what's working and what's not because all of a sudden a bunch of people start laughing on a screen. It's kind of creepy. But one of the screens is this girl, Sharky girl.
Sharky girl.
And she's passed out with her back propped up onto the side of her bed with her head in a position that I don't think heads are supposed to be in. And she's in a very deep sleep. We could tell that she's breathing. But we're kind of disturbed by this whole thing.
She looks like an audience member at every late show I've done, like the third show Saturday night. How you guys doing? It's just somebody just slumped over.
Leave it to Steve from Bayshore.
Yeah.
She's pretending she's one of the Goebbels kids. Our resident Nazi, Steve from Bayshore. That's horrible. Take this tablet.
So... Yeah. We're doing whatever we can, which seems to be not much.
Wake up, Sharky girl! Wake up! Time for work!
She kind of moved a little bit when you did that, I think.
Hey, wake up! Wake up!
Well, for the love of God, wake up! We don't need any more problems.
No.
Make it go.
Wait, she's asleep.
Click the window.
All right, we got more Tammy Faye audio from E.T. Tammy continues to describe her pain.
My back hurts, so I had to go to a wheelchair, and
Was it electric, or did you have to push it yourself? Do your wrists hurt when you have to push yourself?
Right. I think you got your point across, E.T. She's in a lot of pain.
Is there a
and
slight...
she's going to die soon. Thank you. Can you move on to the Britney Spears news, please? Make us all happy again.
You think they kept some footage? They held it back, so when she does die, they could play that. And we have exclusive footage of Tammy Faye in her last interview with E.T.
Yeah.
Do you?
They would show you the corpse of Anna Nicole Smith if they could.
They were trying.
But they make believe this is an entertainment show, and I don't know.
Is there a slight incline in the hallway as you try to wheel yourself up to your room?
Yeah, no kidding.
And I have a very bad tummy all the time.
A bad tummy? What is she, 6?
Bad tummy. Her back hurts all the time. She's in a wheelchair. We get it. She's on her last leg here.
Hey, this might wake her up. Hold on. Someone's at the door. No? Thought that would get her. Nothing.
She's not waking up.
How about a Fox News alert? Oh, my God. Sharky girl.
Sharky girl.
Nothing?
Still completely passed out.
What? How about this? You're in France. That'll get her up.
Steve, you contacted Pal Talk?
No? How about this?
She probably has a sound down. That's what I'm guessing.
She's having some really weird dreams right now. What happened?
Steve, what do you got?
I've left messages for all of our contacts at Pal Talk. I'm hoping they'll get back to us within a few minutes.
Wake up, yeehaw. No?
Ring, 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 banana phone.
That'll get her.
Ring, 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 banana phone.
See, we're playing this audio because, she could hear through the Pal Talk as well. But
no.
Nothing. All right.
Well.
That's the end result of that sound effect.
True.
This clip's going to make everyone a little teary-eyed.
Good.
The last clip of Tammy Faye from last night's Entertainment Tonight.
And they said there was nothing more we can do. For just about a minute, I felt sorry for myself, had my little pity party, and then I said, I've got somebody bigger than the doctors. I know the Lord Jesus Christ, and He can do something for us. He's the only one that can, and so I just trust Him every day.
Goosebumps. There's my line right there. I can't listen to that crap.
Oof.
Can't listen to that crap. Just let her die in peace. My God.
Shoving a camera in her face.
Oh, and this audio will be on ET for the next week. You watch. Yeah. They don't give you everything at once. They give you a little taste.
That's the kind of stuff as she's saying that, man. That just makes me hope that when you die, you just go into the ground. I don't want to have like there's still more worse stuff after this.
Once it's done, it's just done.
Yeah.
And a story of courage and faith. Tammy Faye Baker. That's what they do. Courage.
All right, we got to take a break.
Put me on the ground.
Yeah.
And I don't need to be judged.
You don't want to be judged or anything.
Come on, I already know I'm a piece of crap. Just.
By the way,
I'll be fertilizer. Just toss me in a ditch on the side of the road.
That's it. Done. No more crap.
I can't even deal with that. I got to meet another dude after this.
And then just carry on and do more stuff.
And continuing.
What are you going to go to more gigs in some little city somewhere where you don't want to be?
Or if you make it to heaven, will you just for every day? Isn't this great? I can't believe how great this is.
Yeah, what would be the best thing that it could be, that eternity would be worth it? Like, after thousands of years, you're still going, dude, how fantastic is this? It's been 10,000 years, dude. Yeah, but this is great.
At some point, you would get sick of it. The same way, you just
no matter what it is.
One day, you'd be standing on a cloud with another angel just going, I can't do this anymore.
I can't. I really
think of the greatest scenario possible. You're right. After
hell
for 50,000 years.
Right. Like
for 1,000,000 years.
Right.
And then it's eternity, so, Still goes on.
And you just
another cheerleading squad. Oh my God!
Here we go.
Enough already.
Sex with all of them again.
Oh God!
Here we go again.
No, you'd have to go to hell for that. That's like the red light district.
Yeah,
just kind of go down there on the weekends, maybe.
He'll get a little leave.
All right, listen, really fast. Stephen S. from Bayshore. Hey, Ope, is it me or is Sharky Girl's face turning a bit grayish?
No, her neck looks thick. Looks like she's got Captain Trips.
All right, listen, there's.
Thank you. Thank you, fan.
We have a
King reader.
We have a major situation here. We don't know what to do though. If you're just tuning in, we got Pal Talk. We get to see our listeners as they listen to our radio show. And someone brought it to our attention that this Sharky Girl is like either passed out or just sleeping. Something's going on. We can't wake her. We're looking at her. She looks like she's fallen into a deeper sleep.
I think she fainted when she figured out Jimmy wasn't going to be here today.
Yeah, she saw Bill Burr on Pal Talk and went,
I'll take responsibility.
Her back is on the side of her bed, and her neck is in a really, really weird position.
Well, if she's just sleeping, that's going to hurt.
But she is breathing.
Yeah.
And, we love cliffhangers on this show, but, man, I hope we figure this out before 9 o'clock.
Maybe she's on the phone, when you do that little move.
Oh, when you hold the phone on your shoulder?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is that? Oh, is that her bra strap?
Yeah. Yeah, now, like,
she's coming out of her dress.
Yeah, now her clothes are, like, a bit askew. What is going on? Seriously. Steve, have they called you back? We called Pal Talk because maybe they could figure out where she lives.
They can't figure anything out.
I don't know, man.
They're just going to have to leave her there and watch her.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we find out something, we'll let you know.
I can't believe her. We're babysitting. This is fantastic.
Yeah, but she's slowly moving.
Yeah, she's tipping over.
Tipping over to her right.
At some point, she's going to face plant and she'll wake up.
That's what we're hoping for.
Perhaps.
She's
like a ruin.
She's definitely breathing, but
they're gonna start propping her up.
Put some scaffolding around her. Reinforce her.
Kent, the movie guy, by the way, great. The Stand reference, line of the day for nerds.
Oh, look at that.
All right, we'll continue. Bill Burr, he's going to be playing Boston end of June?
Yep, last 28th, 29th, and 30th.
Well, just go to what, BillBurr.com?
Yes, sir.
And you'll get all Bill's...
fabulous information.
Yeah, future dates. I'm really distracted by this girl. Never a dull day on the Opie and Anthony show. Huh?
No.
All right, we got an update. A few people are really frustrated that we stopped this show with the Sharky Girl thing. It's Opie and Anthony, by the way. We got Pal Talk, and we watch the listeners as they listen to the radio show. And out of nowhere, this girl, Sharky Girl, was passed out in a deep sleep. Something was going on. Her head and her neck were in a position that most people would not want it to be in. She's propped up on the side of a bed with like a summer top on. And she started moving to the right, slowly but surely. Just as we went into break, what happened, Anthony?
Well, she stretched and yawned in what I can only imagine filled the room up with a gas chamber of horrors coming out of her mouth.
Her dry mouth.
Passed out from drinking.
Or whatever she's doing.
And then she kind of rolled over a little bit and laid down to get a little more comfortable.
Well, her head was completely back.
Then she proceeded to slide back into the exact position she was in, only her arms are folded, which is really pushing her breasts out a little more.
And, well, I'm seeing a little something as far as the left boob goes.
Yeah, it's
and the right boob
out.
is... Most of it is out of camera, but I think what's out of camera is completely exposed in her room.
It's like hotel porn.
Well, people are saying, forget about her, pop up Sassy Angel 13. Okay, pop up Sassy Angel 13. All righty. Hey, forget about Sharky Girl. She's yesterday's news.
All right.
Wow.
And who's she?
I don't know. But she's fine. She's healthy.
Put that window over Sharky Girl.
I'm going to drag that window right over Sharky Girl's window. There. Problem solved.
There you go. See, it all went away.
Sharky Girl is extinct.
I still think there's something going on with Sharky Girl because now she's in still a very uncomfortable position.
I'm saying Sassy Angel 13, though, is a tape.
You think?
I think it's looped. It's they're trying to pull that speed gag on us. from the movie Speed.
What's that?
Where they loop the tape.
Yeah.
And then you see the little glitch, and that's how you know that Keanu is trying to get the people off the bus. What's the matter with you?
We'll just ask her to do something. Tell her to wave.
Yeah, because she keeps making the same face and same expression. Same smile.
It looks like it's like a 30-second loop.
You're a liar.
She's got a nice brassiere on.
And then she types a little and then looks up and does the same smile. It's a loop.
It's a deep scoop bra, and it's showing a little more than the average bra. Let's just put it that way.
Unless you flash, Sassy Angel, I'm going to say you're a loop. And you'll get bounced in 10 seconds because I am the almighty of this room. I love having ultimate power. See, there's the smile again.
Yeah,
And now will she type?
Now she moved toward the camera, so it might be more than a loop.
About a little flash.
Huh?
The loop. Now
that was the loop?
Now she'll type again.
All right, get rid
Good
of this
day.
phony.
Goodbye. It's some guy trying to get us. Yeah, goodbye.
All right. And Sharky Girl is slowly moving out of frame, man. Oh, my God. What a mess this show has become.
Stupid pal talk.
Now I feel
distracts us every time.
Now I feel like we got to give the listener something. We got to give away the answer to the mystery sound. We have to give them something now.
Whoa.
I was going to tease this for another week or so, but now I feel like that we got to just give away the answer.
Absolutely.
Bill, what do you think this is?
She's up.
She's up.
She's puking.
She's puking or
coughing.
coughing.
She's coughing.
What is she doing?
She just bent forward right into the camera and started coughing.
Very dramatically.
And now she's like, wow, does she look awful? She's falling out of frame. Wait a minute.
All right, wait a minute. We got an update. She woke up out of nowhere, was coughing uncontrollably, fell forward toward her camera. Her eyes are still shut. She's kind of asleep.
Yeah.
What?
Hey, her eyes just open. Her eyes just open.
All right, now
she just started coughing.
She's like really dazed.
She doesn't even know where she is.
She's trying to get herself together, looks like.
It's like, whose house is this?
All right, she's now leaning back. Her eyes are wide open. Ooh, she is ugly. I thought she was a hot chick.
A Sharky Girl 70.
All right, now she's stretching. All right, look, we get an end to the story.
Wake up. A Sharky Girl 70.
She's now kind of doing...
What the hell were you doing last night? You must have been partying your ass off.
All right, now she's moving around a lot. Now she's kind of getting back situated with her mouse and her computer. Now she's smiling because I think she realized
she said, oh, my God, I need a drink now. That's what she's writing.
She typed something?
Yeah.
She's actually typing, okay.
She must have been out just... we've been watching you for this whole time, Sharky Girl.
Yeah,
You've been passed out. We thought you were dead.
Yeah.
And then you woke up and your boobs popped out of your dress.
Yeah.
And then you slid off the bed.
Yeah.
And that's when you woke up and yawned, and I smelt your breath from here.
Yeah.
Apparently, I guess you were out last night a little late. Is that what I'm led to believe?
Now there's a lot of...
She's coming out of a roofie haze.
Now there's a lot of...
roofie.
Now there's a lot of laughing going on.
Roofie haze.
Yeah, we get a happy ending for once. That's nice.
Yeah, she's alive.
All right. Man, when she woke up, holy crap.
Yes, you woke up coughing into the camera lens. That was a nice one.
Uncontrollably coughing. All right, look, she looks like she's got it together now.
Yeah.
Maybe she was just sleeping.
Now she's smiling, realizing that
all right.
She's a little embarrassed. All right. Well, welcome back to life.
Doesn't say much for our radio show, by the way. Thanks, Sharky Girl. Oh,
thanks
now she's
passing out.
She just walked out of frame.
That's it.
There you go. We got a nice ending.
Good day.
All right. And she's leaving her room.
She goes. No, she just walked into the closet to take a leak. She's gone.
Actually, I think that's. It looked like she just walked into the bathroom. All right. So here we go. And now we don't have to give away the mystery sound answer.
No, we do.
Oh, we do? All right. Bill, what's this? What do you think, Bill?
That sounds like the climactic point of every audio clip you've gotten over the last 12 months?
See, that's what it sounds like every type of... It sounds a little sexual.
Or somebody is constipated and a loved one is using a plunger on an anus.
I think you had it right up until that part.
You had a great line, and then the last part made him dumb.
I think you had it right up until that.
Right until, because everyone understood what you were saying. But then you had to bring it home.
Yeah, you
had
to
it sounded like someone was using
you had to bring
a
it home.
plunger and somebody was constipated.
All right, stop right there.
I did. I'm done.
Who knows now? You had to, like, bring it home for the slow people out there when, like, 90% of the audience would have got it. Maybe they heard it. Who knows? All right. Once again, another version of it. It's a fetish, by the way.
Oh, it is a fetish.
It's a guy, and this is his fetish.
Toe cheese or something? Oh, no.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, no.
Hey, by the way,
German
Jackie
porn?
Marling.
Yeah, we need Sharky Girl to call the show. E-Rock, could you get her a private message maybe with one of the special phone lines? We got to see what the hell.
Yeah, I want to see what she was doing last night. She passed out like that.
Another answer that will get dumped?
Porn from Germany.
We all know what they like. We all know what they like.
Scatman Crothers.
Right. Hey, I have no idea. It can't be sexual.
It's, because fetishes are not necessarily sexual, right?
Yeah.
Didn't we learn that on a past show or something?
Is it somebody, is anything being licked?
No.
Okay.
Well, we have to take a break.
Oh,
what?
God.
No, I'm not going to do that today.
Thank you.
Huh?
I was going to say, what kind of fetish isn't sexual?
I don't know. We had an expert on it saying that fetishes are not necessarily sexual in nature. I didn't really get it.
How do you become an expert in that? Just by default that no one even realized that was a job?
Well, you just could say you're an expert, because who's going to look up your credentials?
A sex expert has to be an older woman that just has seen a lot of action.
You need that and a white lab coat.
Yeah, that's it. Guys can't be sex experts. You ever see a guy go, like, being in radio for years, you always get these sex experts want to come on. I have a new book. I have this tape. I have this. It's never a guy.
Right.
Because guys are just, hey, here's what you do. You take this, you put it here, you back and forth a few times.
All right, the answer, audio of a man with fetish for getting his head squeezed by women's thighs.
Is it one guy?
Yeah. It's just a montage.
A montage of this same guy?
Yeah, this is his fetish. Wow. The weird part about it, the women are completely clothed.
Uh-huh.
So
what is that farting noise?
It could be the wind, like, squeaking out of his ears between the thighs
listen again.
And his ears.
Audio of man with fetish for getting his head squeezed by women's thighs. Women are clothed.
All right. She's smacking her legs closed on his head.
Yeah, she's doing the scissor, like, boom, boom, boom.
All right.
She's doing like the Thigh Master with his head.
Not just a...
here's the video.
Leg lock. Oh.
There's the video.
Well. Totally close.
Sorry, I know this is radio,
guy
but that was
ridiculous. What a dumb fetish.
This is the other side of exploring your sexuality. There's like, explore your sexuality. You know what? This is what you end up with. You cannot have any sort of a healthy relationship with anyone. You have to call up whores like Domino's.
I'll tell you one thing. These girls aren't totally clothed.
No.
They're wearing like thongs and stuff.
Yeah, they're in bikinis.
His face
little bikinis. His head's turning red.
Yeah,
like he's being strangled.
These women are choking him out a little bit. The video is Bikini Leg Lock Fetish off our website. All right?
Bikini Leg Lock Fetish.
Oh, my God.
That's a UFC move that lady just
did. He's tapping out.
All right. And this is what it sounds
Gracie.
like.
love that one.
I like that.
I was invited to his barbecue, by the way.
Were you?
Memorial Day barbecue.
Come to my barbecue.
I was out east. I couldn't make it. Like we're friends with
That's when you
Jackie out of nowhere.
You've just given into lust.
Yeah.
You just no control of it. Absolute bliss. I've never made that noise in my life. I've never been that happy.
The guy's just getting his head squeezed till it's purple.
Yeah,
and he goes,
it was changing colors. The video is really funny because in some shots, all you see is his head just sticking out between the thighs and his face turning a different color. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, please. It gets funnier the more you listen to it.
I love that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, please. Hey.
Some of these fetishes, that's the only noise you can make, man.
Yeah. I don't know. You know, I'm not into any of these fetish things, especially to that extreme.
To be like that noise. I can't see how that would you hit a girl's spot and she really starts getting into it. It turns you on more. Like I can't that turning on a woman.
No.
Going,
That's not a girl isn't going. Ooh, yeah. Listen to the sound he's making.
It must have been great when she goes, "So, baby, what do you like?" Just kind of.
And I think you got to have some weird outfit on too, like a bunny suit or something.
Oh,
you can't just
the bunny suit. How do you get to that point?
You know what that noise is? That noise is sexual glee.
Glee.
Yeah. It's never been put together.
It's the adult version of a kid opening up what he wanted for Christmas.
Yeah.
That's it.
Most fetishes never get accomplished because you don't know how to ask for it.
Yeah, how are you going to ask for that?
Because your brain's thinking, oh, man, she's going to laugh her ass off when I tell her what I want.
This relationship is over.
Right.
Yeah, you just have to work your way up to it.
That's what people say.
There's different levels.
Right. Okay.
You know what? People have to call in with your fetishes, and we'll tell them, the different rocks you have to jump across.
Oh, to get there.
There.
Yeah, you can't just start out with something like that. Yeah. Like, hi, you're great. Go out to dinner, maybe a little.
All right.
And then you get home, and could you just squish my head between your thighs
and make it turn different?
Oh
colors.
Yeah, and are you good? No. All I want you to do is smack your legs shut and
you don't have to do anything else.
Yeah, like you're caving my head in.
Right. That's all I want.
I'll just sit here and go.
I'll think about it later when you're
so you really have that down.
I might make sounds that might disturb you,
right.
But don't stop. Okay. There.
The sound
I'm going to sound like a soul singer having his taint tickled.
The sound of a fetish. Yeah, exactly.
Like that panting too.
That's the Blair Witch tent scene. I don't know what to do. I got my head squished between Hey.
That clip's not as funny as the second one. We got to play the second one now again.
Yeah.
We're obsessed with this. That's him. That's like not enough air going through your windpipe there. Oh, Jesus Christ.
The girls laugh.
Hey, I'm abroad, but
That guy's a mess.
Those just awful noises.
What draws you to that? What brings you to that point?
I want to play it again.
The hell
I'm obsessed with this now.
No,
right,
we got to take a break.
We got Roland here. We got and Steve. Are we going to do something with Roland and Steve today?
I hope so.
You want to give it a try next?
Yes.
All right, we'll give something to try next. It's Opie and Anthony. Oh, I'm feeling bad for my pal today.
Yeah, lots of fun today.
We got to be a little distracted today. It's the Opie and Anthony show, by the way.
Gotta go to court.
Ant's going to court.
Gotta go to court today.
He's got to see his ex for the first time in 6 or 7 years.
Ugh. Not fun.
She wants more money.
I'm not allowed to talk about the particulars of the case.
What?
Opie, not allowed.
What are you going to wear?
I'm just wearing clothes.
I want you to go there dressed like Al Capone. Go in there with like a little violin case.
Violin case. Yeah.
The Purple Gang have a little carnation or something.
Yeah, carnation stuck in my lapel. No, I'm just going, casually.
Go in there in a zoot suit with a pocket watch.
Spinning a pocket watch? Yeah, let me tell you about dames. Let me tell you something about dames, Your Honor.
23 skidoo.
Gotta look at her lawyer. Ugh, Dominic.
Ugh. Well, will you be able to give us some kind of update tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll give you an update.
I feel bad for you, buddy.
It's just one of those
I thought you were in the clear, though.
things.
Right?
So did he.
Hey, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
This is why guys go on the internet and they check out the tides.
Jesus.
You can only push.
And obviously can't talk. It's insane what's going on.
I just,
the situation goes.
Can't talk about
I think
the
we can say
particulars.
that much.
But I'm just saying, with guys, we only have so many solutions before there's just, maybe I'll just do something violent.
Something horrific.
Yeah.
And then you say, I was pushed to this point.
Yeah, I can.
That's what you tell the press. Look, I was pushed to this
I can ignore it. I can try to talk to about it, or I could just saw somebody's head off. That's basically the A, B, or C.
There are things that people go through in divorce cases where they could just be solved. It could just be resolved easily. But lawyers just love dragging themselves into this situation and just just so they could get more cash out of the situation. Like a number of problems can just be dealt with and solved. But now you got to sit there and look at that. I got to look at that guy. Ugh. And quite frankly, I don't want to look at my ex either.
I was going to say, you seem more disturbed that you got to look at our lawyer than her.
I don't want to see when it
doesn't say much for the lawyer because I know how much you hate the ex.
When relationships are over with me, here's how I am. I think it's very cute when a couple breaks up and they're friends and they go out or they do things or they talk on the phone. It's effing adorable. Me.
Especially when they invite him to their wedding.
Yeah.
I'm going to invite my ex
wedding.
to the wedding.
Oh, it's great. It's so movie. It's so stupid. It's like a Hugh Grant movie. It's ridiculous and dumb. I'm a guy where a relationship's over. It is so over. I would like you on a rocket ship to leave the planet. I don't want to ever see the person again. I don't want dealings with them. And that's the way I've always been my whole life. Every girl I've ever went out with and broke up with or broke up with me or whatever it is, done. Goodbye. So now years later, to have any kind of relationship with anybody that I've ever gone out with in the past is ridiculous. Never mind, being married to somebody and then having, years later, end up in court? What am I supposed to do? Hi.
It's like having a really, really bad job back in the day.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, you got to go back to that job.
Got to go back to your job again.
What?
Even for a second.
Love that job.
Even for a second to do some menial task at the job.
I moved on in my life. I got a much better job.
Yeah.
Some guys
are
good
great
at
job.
that.
People look at me and go, hey, I'm impressed with your new job.
Nice new job.
Oh,
yes, I'm very happy at my new job. But I'm going to go back to my old job and do a couple of menial tasks that I have to do to remind me how horrible the old job was. That's it. Oh, this is horrid.
They come home from the old job smelling of all sorts of crap.
Tired and dirty.
New job. Don't smell nice all the time.
Love the new job.
I never understood guys who would go back because the woman, they're just so good at the mind games that you can just be like, they can kill 2 years of work in just a hello.
One hello?
Yeah, one little comment. You're just like, I just burn the bridge.
That's it.
Leave.
Burn the bridge. Blow it up. Blow up any part where a bridge might be able to be built.
Pour salt in the fields.
That's it. I'm of the Scorched Earth policy. That's what I'm gonna leave nothing behind.
All right, well,
and now I gotta go over there and what sit. Because that's pretty much what you do in courtrooms. You sit and your lawyer talks for you. Why do I have to be there?
Am I allowed to talk for you?
No. You're not.
That's too bad.
It really is unfortunate.
It's insane what's going on with Anthony.
Do you want to try to guess some sort of
no, I already know
fantasies
everything
that he's had about things he'd like to do to the lawyer?
He just wants to move on with his life.
I just want to move on.
Beekeeper suit and a machete.
I just want to live my life.
That's what's amazing about relationships.
That's it.
Like in your head, you can decide this relationship's over.
Yeah,
I'm done, and you move on, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then there's a whole court system that says, "No, I know you've decided to move on, but we haven't moved on yet."
We decided you haven't moved on yet. No, but I've moved on. Yes, sure you have.
How does that make sense?
But what happened?
You decided years ago, and you did the right thing, by the way. Anthony was beyond fair. I could say that much.
No, probably not.
What?
I don't. I'm kidding.
And he's moved on, but the court system has decided no, you're still connected here. Sorry.
Yeah, right.
All right, listen, we'll
we'll
get an update from you tomorrow.
But this is your last one, right? You're done after.
I don't know.
Funny, Bill.
I don't know.
It never ends.
It never ends.
Don't you get it?
No, but the last time when I finally learned what the hell alimony was, remember last time my little innocent mind thought that if you were married and there were no kids and you got divorced, it was just like a more dramatic breakup.
Oh, no.
But you said you have to give them money for half the amount of time that you were married.
Well, it's all negotiable.
So isn't that time ending? Please tell me it's ending.
Yeah, I can't get into the particulars, but there's definitely less time left than there was. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I'm like a lawyer
you
here.
Sound like Joe Torre.
Lawyer speak. All I have to say is
thank Zeppelin. He just put out Coda.
I want to thank
he's almost there.
I want to thank God. Okay. I want to thank Jesus Christ. I want to thank God that my spermatozoa never swam through an egg and fertilized it. Thank you.
See, it could have always
It could
have been worse.
Could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
Because then you're dealing with another person for the rest of your or that child's life.
Isn't it 18 years?
Imagine that. But even longer than that, then there's, the kid's wedding, and you got to show up and see the person again.
And they have to separate you from the whole wedding.
It's like, that's just fun. It's one of those situations where your whole life now is based on this link that you now have, this living link to a person you want nothing to do with anymore.
Your whole life is based on the fact that you're horny one night.
Right. That's it. It could be that situation, sure.
I wonder what that's like for the kid the day they figure that out when they become an adult.
You're the link to a person I want nothing to do with. Thank you. Thank you, son.
You're evidence
and you look like her.
Yeah.
And you look like her, too.
Oh, and there's a slight resemblance,
so you got
to look at it.
How could you actually truly love the kid?
Oh, you can't. If you're a child of divorce, and it's not a very nice divorce, you are not looked at favorably by either of your parents because you look kind of like the parent that they hate. So
you think that's true?
Oh, it's absolutely true.
Hey, we just make this stuff up to entertain people. We don't know.
My mother went through a period of time where she treated my brother like crap because my brother was the oldest one and kind of looked and reminded her of my father a little too much. And she's apologized since, and, there's no trouble now or anything like that. But this was years ago. But she admitted that for a time it was just there was this, like, hatred that she had, for my father, and that Joe just had the same name and everything, of him too much. So if you're the child of divorce, look right now. If you resemble one of the parents or both of them, your parents don't like you.
I was just thinking, like, the horror of that whole situation, that you just wish you could have, like, a time machine and go back to the moment when you met the person, and it'd be hilarious because they would have no idea who you were.
Right.
And you just walk up and just scream, F you! And then just walk out, and they'd be like, what
happened?
What was that all about?
What went on there?
Hey, I'm just going to do that today. I'm going to walk up to random chicks. Just do that.
Just do that.
I'm going to play Bill Burr's time machine game.
The Men in Black, where you just flash that thing in front of you.
A little memory thing.
Some lady that's about my age, I'm just going to yell in her face.
F you.
Yeah. In another dimension, we got married and had a kid.
That's really funny. All right. Well, good luck to you.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Do we have time for Steve and Roland? Are we running out of time?
Oh,
Can we do a quick one and maybe do some more tomorrow?
Yeah. I want to.
Let's give it a test run.
All right. We're going to... Really? Did we test this in the lab? Oh, boy.
Back at the Institute?
We didn't test this in the Institute? We're going to just test it live on our show? Are we crazy?
It's where we test everything.
All right, why don't we do that? We got Roland. Roland, why don't you step up to a microphone there? Roland books for our show.
Roland, the definition of stage presence.
Yes.
Hey, Roland, I saw in the paper today, Knockout got 4 stars. Big buzz on Knockout. What could you tell us about it?
It's supposed to be really good. It's like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
What's the movie about, though?
Where Seth Rogen, and goes out, meets Katherine Heigl on a blind date, and knocks her up.
You should have a definition of charisma on your shirt, so that people think you have charisma because you have a definition of it on your shirt.
What? Oh, knocked up. I said knocked out?
Yeah.
Knocked up. Yeah.
Knocked up.
All right. And we got Steve in studio. First time we got Steve on the show. What's up, Steve?
How y'all doing?
Good.
I haven't met this guy yet.
Steve, he's like a huge supporter of our show. He works down the hall, and he says goodbye to us every day. On the way out.
We like Steve.
And says, have a good day, have a good weekend.
People probably thought it was going to be Steve C., but it's not Steve C. It's Steve. How you doing?
Yeah,
what are you doing in that office back there? Yeah, nothing.
I email the lives to clients. I take the lives here and reuse so you can use them again.
Are you Roland's father?
Wow, you guys really have a similar delivery. I like that.
He looks like he invented something that a corporation suppressed.
Yeah, they're making millions off his invention.
No, they just got rid of it because it would have put them out of business.
But the oil industry or something, like how to run cars on
Tesla
water.
Guy with the free electricity on Long Island. Yeah, it's a great invention. Why don't you come over and talk to us for a second?
Get rid of that. He's a madman.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah.
He invented the eraser or something.
Yeah. All right.
So now what do we have? We have an idea for these two.
Yeah.
That we want.
Well, we wanted them to do like your Yo Mama jokes or something back and forth,
but yeah, that kind of. We gave this a lot of thought. A lot of ideas went in the turlet. We decided
we know we have something between these two.
Yeah.
They have a very similar delivery. So we want to do Yo Mama jokes or maybe have them debate some very important issue.
Play an improv game, like someone starts a story and then they just have to you got to continue it.
You work at a deli and a man comes in dressed as a duck. A duck.
Go
no, I meant that script writing thing. We're like, okay, there's 2 guys, they're friends, and they're doctors. Just it's already awkward when people of functioning like, verbally functioning people do it. As I can't even explain it.
Good job, Bill.
Yeah, I'm a mess today. I'm sorry.
You've been great.
You're fantastic.
Stop it.
Fantastic, Bill Burr.
Yes. All right. Well, we have movie scripts. famous movie scripts. We could have them do one, try it out. We had a whole bunch, and we want to do, a few of these, but we're running out of show.
You got any favorite movies there, Steve? Any?
What's your favorite movie of all time?
Talk radio.
I haven't been to a movie in a while.
Oh, you haven't?
Why don't you go to movies?
I don't.
No.
You had a bad experience at Casablanca.
Some of the older movies I like.
Oh, you like some of the older ones? You watch them on TV?
I watch them on TV.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I like doing.
What's the last time you went to a
movies.
movie theater? What did you see? Like For the Love of Benji?
I don't remember. It's been a while.
Been a long
The
time.
Sting.
You just don't.
Sting.
You just don't like.
They don't
going,
make movies like this anymore.
You just don't like going to movies.
I'd rather stay in my own place.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Believe me, that's what I do.
And understands that, Steve.
I don't like the riffraff at the movie theaters. Tell you the truth.
Yeah.
People with their cell phones and other newfangled things that make noises.
I think he's one of those guys you open the door to his apartment and 200 VCR tapes just collapse.
You like comedies or dramas?
A hoarder,
or...
Bill. It's a hoarder.
I like comedy.
Yeah, comedies. Like a good laugh. That's good.
Like what? What's your favorite comedy?
My favorite of all times?
Yeah.
A Mad World.
That's a good one.
Great movie.
And then some of the Mel Brooks movies like the 12 Chairs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that one. Sure. And, of course, Roland.
Yeah.
Roland goes to the movies a lot.
What's wrong, Roland?
Nothing, just my allergies.
We found a perfect partner for you here.
Yay.
Yeah, he's actually the straight man. In this, you're the Jerry Lewis of this.
Yeah. We don't have time to do a movie scene now. We're running out of show. I think we got something here, though. What do you think, Bill?
Hey, lady.
Yeah, I definitely think we got something here. Movie scenes. What kind of scenes do we have? Danny? That didn't sound like Danny.
No.
Well, we have 10 scenes that we could take from different movies. I will give you the titles. We have Back to the Future.
Oh.
Boogie Nights, Clueless, Goodfellas, Jaws, Jerry Maguire, Mean Girls, Napoleon Dynamite,
Nice.
The Princess Bride, and Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
what a good selection.
We kind of sneaked a few chick flicks in there.
That's good. I think they
Girly
should
films.
show their versatility.
Right.
Any acting chops? You done any acting in your day there, Steve?
No.
No? Roland?
God, no.
God, no. He gave the same answer someone would give if someone was coming at you with a knife. God, no.
Someone's suggesting they should do Abbott and Costello bits. This sucks, man. We ran out of show. Steve, did we make you come in early for this?
No.
No? Okay. So you'll be here tomorrow. Roland, could you come back for this?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, God, no.
We are looking forward to it. I would like to see you two. We'll do a little scene.
Are you excited to do a little movie scene with each other?
Sure.
Yeah, the shoulders go up, the hands go up. He has no clue. I don't know if I'll enjoy anything.
This is how the show ends today? Like
That's
this?
it. With a tease for tomorrow.
That sucks. We usually like a nice
suck.
out. Roland, give us a nice out.
Go see Mr. Brooklyn on Friday. I don't know.
With a plug?
I don't know.
For a movie?
It's a good movie.
No, talk up the Opie and Anthony show, and we'll be back tomorrow.
Give us a nice out. Tell everyone that Chris Angel's in tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go.
Give us the big out. Here we go. Let's go. Okay. Rolling, everyone.
Tomorrow on the Opie and Anthony show, Chris Angel, Mind Freak. So tune in.
Energy. This is the Opie and Anthony show. We take pride in this thing.
All right.
Hey, I'm going to be at the Comedy Connection in Boston last weekend in June.
Roland, give the whole thing.
I want
they
to
should
sell out. Come on,
All right.
hype it up.
All right. Tomorrow on the Opie and Anthony show, Chris Angel, Mind Freak, and see Bill Burr in Boston in June.
Dude, we want people to tune in tomorrow. Energy. What are they going to hear on the show tomorrow? Just make it. You got
comedy, scripts. guest in laughs and shenanigans.
Shenanigans. If we ever have one single shenanigan.
Tomfoolery.
Horseplay.
Roland. All right, tomorrow, Roland and Steve will be doing some movie scenes together.
Yep.
And maybe some Yo Mama jokes. We'll figure it out tomorrow.
Sure.
All right, and good luck today.
Thank you.
Tough day for Anthony.
Yeah,
Bill Burr. Bill's going to come in tomorrow, so we'll talk more with Bill Burr tomorrow. All right?
Right.
Thanks, guys. Roland, you suck.
See you tomorrow.